Inside Stone's Gambling Hall in Sacramento, California, you'll find Sammy's Restaurant and Bar. Recognized for its innovative, healthy global cuisine, Sammy's offers menu selections made with local, organic ingredients. Indulgent options like truffle fries, duck tacos, artisan wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, and more, along with an eclectic selection of craft beers and classic handcrafted cocktails. Plus, with 40 big screen TVs, Sammy's is also the perfect place to catch your favorite game. Satisfy your craving anytime, 24/7, tableside or in the dining room at Sammy's Restaurant and Bar at Stone's Gambling Hall.
Booze. I need lots
of
booze.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Stone's Live Poker. My name is Veronica Brill. With me is the man who's not talking to me, Mr. The Jake.
What's going on, kids?
Tonight, we have the only reason I want to leave my house. A 10-20 game, like no other. The biggest game of the month. Where
it's Wine Wednesday. That's why she wants to leave her house. Let's just
Wine
be real
Wednesday,
about this.
and where whales and crushers meet, collide in big pots, and I love every moment of it. It's foreplay. Let's just call it what it is. It's the 10-20 game. There's no cap.
No cap. It's a 3-blind structure, which is always good for action. The more people you get into the pot with dead money pre-flop, the more people kind of feel somewhat obligated or feel like they're being laid a good price to play hands. It encourages people to not be a goddamn nit. And we don't like people being goddamn nits.
And I'm wearing my Space Cat shirt.
Space Cats. JB Darts, Wapbry. Wapbry is tuning into us live from an Iron
Maiden concert. So Jake and I just, the only time we've talked in the last week has been about Wapbry tuning in from Iron Maiden. And
he's the glue that is keeping us together.
We think he has problems or he's the best human being in the world.
It's a fine line. It really is.
It's a fine line. I'm sure Rick and Barstow is in the hizzy.
JB Darts, Pocket
BGR
Eggs.
Chan, what's up? Let's get down to the table and introduce these degenerates. C1, Mr. Cornbread. I went down to the table. He didn't say much to me. He looks like cornbread.
He is. We've seen him play on the stream a couple times. I played a lot of PLO with him, more than I have Hold'em over the years.
With a name like Cornbread, you should be playing PLO.
Right? Yeah.
You can't give yourself a name and not play PLO. Right?
Absolutely.
You have to have gamble in you. C2, Brian, the mucho #1 guy in my heart and life and this card room.
And in my pocketbook. Brian owns my soul.
Brian owns probably half the city also. Brian is in C2 and we love him playing any cards for any amount. C3 Anthony. C3 Anthony is cornbread on Cheese Guru. Sorry, cornbread and Cheese Guru. Anthony is Cheese Guru on Snapchat. I'm sorry, I got cornbread in my brain. Cheese Guru on Snapchat, and I totally creeped him this morning. I found out the map app on Snapchat, and I totally creeped on Anthony, and I sent him a picture of him sleeping. Don't I?
Oh my God.
C4, the Crusher, the Wizard of Azan.
Raking a pot in right now. What else is new? Although the stream's starting, so he get ready to go card dead. That's Azan.
Standard, yes.
Yeah. Peter in C5 will pretend to be card dead and eat salad. What do we know? It's Peter.
I asked him, I thought maybe he was eating a pasta, and he said no, it was a salad. Seat 6, my new favorite guy, Porter.
Porter's the best.
Shows up at Veronica and Friends, has a good time, tells good jokes.
He's got table personality. That's like when you play poker, no one wants to sit there everyone with the headphones on and the sunglasses and look like a douchebag the entire time.
He's a
Porter's
good human
live.
being.
He's got a pulse, and we like that.
Racing guy 8933. Welcome to the chat.
Seat 7, Esh.
Esh, longtime friend of the show. We love him. Gives action, and
he's not afraid to mix it up.
Ladies love him. What can we say? Wait! Seat 8, Mr. Harlan. 30K pot, winner chicken dinner. We love him. He gives action. If you haven't seen it, it's on Twitter.
Harlan can't lose.
And then seat 9, Matt the mortgage guy.
Matt Gouget, great guy, plays a lot of poker. Him and his wife both, a lot of fun. Another one of those guys who's got a lot of personality at the table. Never a dull moment. Matt's a good kid.
And Trav G, what's up? He said, Veronica. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Yeah, it could be very like, it depends on how you is
Probably
like
a lot of bad.
or
like orgasm.
Yeah.
We don't know. It looks like the small blind just raised. Matt the mortgage guy just raised. And big blind defended. Cornbread defended. Flop is 8-9 deuce, 2 hearts, and we can't see anybody's cards.
We assume poker's being played somewhere.
Trav G says it was good. Racing guy said, yeah, it was good.
It was good. It was good. If you had $1 for every time that a guy has told you it was good,
I would be a friggin' rich.
You could go buy lunch, go get like a 6-inch Subway sandwich. That's a compliment.
No,
I'm saying you're not like
I wouldn't pay for a 6-inch sub.
I'm just saying. It's like I could have been.
I mean, there's not a woman out there who'd be like, oh, 6 inches.
Implying that like.
Oh wow, average, yeah.
Whee!
All right, so we have a 10-20 game going on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm hoping for a straddle soon.
For those of you unfamiliar with our stream, green chips are 25, reds are 5. The white chips you see are $100 denomination chips. Blues do not play in this game. We use them for tipping out the dealers and stuff.
I have to say, I did text my Zach from SAC, and I asked him if he was in the game. He said he was 3rd on the list. I almost died.
There's a good list. There's a really good list.
I almost died. Zach from SAC is not in the game. I'm heartbroken.
That opens up the Jack-9 suited pre-flop, takes down the blinds.
We're hoping for some setup hands to get the action going, some bomb pots.
Yeah, as good as a game can be, no matter what, you still generally need some sort of cooperation from the deck. I mean, you can put together the most dream lineup that we've ever seen, and we've seen some of those games here where like, oh my god, how we're not going to just like pile chips in left and right. And if the deck doesn't cooperate, the deck doesn't cooperate sometimes. Hopefully things go really wrong for some people tonight.
Yes.
Yes.
Hopefully most of them.
Ozzy's going to raise it up under the gun here, makes it 60 to go, can't see what he's holding yet. Peter's going to make a call with ace-9 suited.
Yes, he is.
Porter's going to come along as well. Can't see his holding yet. Harlan's now reaching for 3-betting chips. Makes it 250 to go.
Harlan says, let's play tonight. I'm not messing around. This is a 10-20 game. I came here to show off.
Harlan, so Azan raises under the gun. He's usually not going to be very light there. So for Harlan to be 3-betting him, and there it is, aces.
Wow.
And Azan's going to know that.
I need to see Azan's hand. I really want to see what he's raising under the gun with.
Super secret cards.
Yeah. And we can't see the action. I think Azan just folded. Peter folds also. And Porter is left lone man on the totem pole.
And happy birthday to Harlan. It's good to be you.
And he's going to show. I don't like that he's showing. I would tell Ozzy I'll never show a bluff. That's what I would tell Ozzy. Although I'm pretty sure Ozzy wouldn't tilt very easily.
Trav G asked, is the 7 deuce game going on or straddling? We already have 3 blinds in effect. You can straddle up to half your stack. I wouldn't be surprised if you see someone straddle it later on in the game. Right now, they're not.
I'm going to text them to see if there's a 7 deuce game.
And 7 deuce or bluff pot might be in the mix. I'm not sure right now. Peter's under the gun, ace jack suited. Should seem to open up the pot. Peter's not eating salad. What the hell?
No, he ate salad. He told me. I went over there and I questioned him. You'll see me peruse on over there.
Peter's gonna look to just limp in the ace jack suited. Harlan's gonna raise it up with king queen
off.
off.
I hate that under the gun limping with ace jack suited. Super under repping your hand and just a call. I knew it was just a call. I hate every minute of this. I feel like it's a bad date. Ace 7-8 on the flop, 2 hearts. Peter flops top pair and checks. Checks to Harlan.
Checks all the way to Cornbread, who's now gonna turn his hand into a bluff here. There's no good turn cards for Cornbread, so he's going to try to bet, take down pot right now.
Apparently there's no 7 deuce game, but they are bomb potting it every dealer change, which is very nice. I like.
Cornbread's now going to double barrel. The 5 comes off. He bets 250. Peter's not going anywhere.
Peter's not folding his ace.
Hearts get there. And Peter's now reaching for chips. What?
Oh, wow. Peter represents a flush.
That's a weird hand.
Yeah, it is weird. Lots of weird stuff happens at Stone Slide Poker. Is this your first time
It's
feeling like you got a finger up your butt with no lube?
That's like, yeah, that's a weird blocker
No,
bet
it's
there.
not. This is a normal thing. This is Stone Slide Poker. Sorry, JFK Stones, please don't fire me.
Oh, man. Suited Ace is noting that seat 8's now Harlem's new lucky seat. That was the seat he was sitting in when he won that 13K pot on stream. And then, as we've all heard, the monster pot that happened about 20 minutes after the stream ended, where just chips weren't flying around for a 30K pot. In a 5-5 game.
I'm not sure why there's 5-10 blinds out. It's kind of...
Because it's 5-10-20.
Oh, I thought it was just 10-20.
No, 3-blind game. 3-blind game. The Mucho.
8-9-9 on the flop.
You up there all weekend?
For Friday.
Trav G says rooting for Cornbread solely off his name. I mean, that's a valid reason to root for anybody.
I'll root for Porter because Porter's got the best beard at the table.
Service
No,
on table.
I would
least
say
it's-
Porter's the best name for wine. Port. No, I like a cab. I'll drink a port. Checked around pretty much on every street. And
Ace high
Brian's
go.
gonna scoop with ace high.
Rick and Barstow.
Thank you, JFK Stones. I am here.
What's up? The series is winding down. We're coming up on the main.
Yeah, but the Stones Live series is just gonna start warming up.
It's gonna be good.
Probably Jonathan Little coming into town.
Nice.
I'm just slightly excited. I might sit in the lobby of his hotel and stalk him. Did I say that out loud?
If he only knew.
I saw him at a distance at the World Series of Poker.
Yeah, I got
He was good.
I smell recreation drugs.
This is California. You can smell it everywhere. I've gotten used to it. When I first moved here, I was like, what? So Matt, the mortgage guy, raises to 60. Brian calls.
Anthony puts in the 3-bet the ace-9. I like that.
I want to call him Cheese Guru. That's how I know him. That's how I love
Cheese
him.
Guru?
That's him on Snapchat. Let me show you.
$6-6-4. I don't see Brian going anywhere. Like you can go check that call.
Cheese Guru. Cheese Guru.
Now, interesting thing here, Anthony put in the c-bet here. Interesting is our opponent's probably not folding overpairs on this board. So when we're betting here, we're really seeing that we have an overpair. Now, if our opponent has bricks, ace high is probably good. I think this is a hand we might consider checking back. Although we might worry about turning our hand face up. That we 3-bet, ace X, and now we can, checking back to 6-6-4. Jack comes off. Brian and check call 230 on the flop. There's now 1K in the pot. Goes check, check, turn. Queen of clubs comes off. That's a card Anthony might think about getting cute with. Maybe trying to get Brian off pair of, 8s, 9s, 10s. Something he might flat. Oh, he didn't give up. Anthony figures, okay, well, I can beat busted spades, so I might have some showdown value here with the ace high. Here's the thing about that, though. If our opponent's got busted spades, he's not calling, so we're going to get ace high. But in case he has a hand, like 7s, 8s, 9s, kind of at the top of his flatting range, it's not 3-betting pre-flop, we might think about betting there and repping, a hand like ace queen, something like that. So a hand that might c-bet flop, check back turn, and then look to get some value from the river. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
No?
No, I wasn't paying attention to that hand.
Cool. Good talking to you, too. She's just thinking,
I was listening to the tech guys tell me that
Guru.
I need to text the guys that aren't putting their hands on their readers.
Guru. Huh, that's funny.
Not-
Jesus Christ.
I can't do 3 hours of every single hand intensely. I can't.
Or
I'm
any,
just gonna-
or one hand. Can't like, hey, what do you think about that?
can
I don't know. I wasn't
we
paying
can
attention.
do this, but we can't do all of it all the time. Give me some Adderall. We can talk.
Matt's gonna limp in for 20.
Anthony raises to 80 in the cutoff. Esh is calling here.
Well, he figures that Matt's always gonna call after limping here for this price.
Ace King 5 on the flop, 2 hearts.
Still a little ambitious, big or third blind defense for Mesh, but
Matt and Anthony both flop top pair. Anthony's ahead. Cheese Guru's ahead. Checked over to him. And looks like 175.
it's good sizing.
Esh lets it go. Matt almost looks like a dealer with a black shirt on. 7 on the turn.
You'll be above me on
Changes nothing. Is Matt in check call mode right now?
Yes.
I think anyone would bounce for this.
It's if Anthony goes 3 streets of value, it'll be hard for Matt to call a river bet. But I don't think it's a little premature to be giving up ace 10 here on this turn with this turn card. If it was a heart or something that's like complete a Broadway draw, although any card that would complete a Broadway draw is going to give Matt 2 pair or give him a Broadway draw himself.
Anthony's raising.
Anthony bet 350.
Oh, sorry, bet's 350. I'm just looking at myself, yelling at the guys. They're all talking about Veronica and Friends, and I told them it's a 3-drink minimum if they want to play.
So if we had a heart draw here and we're Anthony, would we be double barreling here? And that's something that Matt's got to ask himself. Like if he had just a draw, would he be double barreling here? Because I check call the flop on ace king 5. I mean, it looks probably like I have a decent hand.
Would he?
I think
Would
a
you?
lot. I think a lot of hearts are check back turn there. Now you got to think that the problem is though with Matt
Wow, what a nice fold with ace 10.
with Matt just limping, he never has a strong ace. He's never ace. I mean, really, I can think he's never even ace 10 plus. He's definitely never ace jack plus by just limping there. So his best ace is ace like some small suited aces maybe. You might think, or like a bigger offsuit ace like ace 10, ace 9 maybe.
Zeno11 says Stones didn't give any YouTube notifications or stream. We don't.
We're not YouTuber rating right now.
We're not YouTuber rating
Exactly.
right now. We're not putting our junk into YouTube's hole right now. How's that?
Now Matt now learns from limping, and now takes the 8-6 off, and makes it 50 to go.
Grinding away. What's up? Welcome to the stream.
Little overcorrection possibly from Matt the mortgage guy.
I like it. I like the gamble. And Harlan says yes. Deuce 3-9 on the flop. Cornbread flops. Is Cornbread in this hand? He calls. Cornbread flops a 9. Harlan lets it go. Cornbread's in a scoop.
Easy game.
Yeah, exactly. We're all making a lot of money playing this game.
Harlan.
So Harlan takes down a 30K pot in a 5-5 game on Stones Live just after the stream. Insanity. How does one win a 30K pot in a 5-5 game? Doesn't happen in LA.
No, it doesn't happen most anywhere. I mean, that's a ginormous pot. One is hard to even get like enough money on the table.
Is
To have-
there 30K ever on a table on a 5-5 game?
Well, here at Stones,
Stones, yeah.
Stones other places there are, but I
I'm
mean,
telling you, poker's alive and well at Stones. You need to get down here if you're just tuning in. So it looks like Brian puts in a raise to 60. Cheese Guru, Anthony calls. Azan puts in a 3-bet. Looks like 300.
This game's not the same without Dylan.
Call him up.
Scoops the top.
I guess he's right.
Zeno 11, they're straddling too. Well, it's a 3 blind game,
Joe and Shane
so
in the game.
apparently.
It's a whole different
Well, you can still straddle. If you were to put in 40 or more in the fourth blind, it would be live. And you can straddle for up to half your stack. So depending on the cast of characters, you may or may not see that. Right now, I think the game's we have enough action right now where people aren't really necessarily trying to straddle up so much.
Brian just calls under the gun, essentially. Porter calls.
Let's see Porter raise there.
Carlin calls with sevens there.
And Matt's getting laid 1,000,000 to 1 to call with the King 3 off.
Ace Jack 9 on the flop, 2 hearts. Always 2 hearts. It's science. Cornbread flops. Jack. Porter flops top pair. Looks like it's checking around.
Graphics showing right now Brian bet at 55. That is not the case. Harlan's still trying to figure out how bad he can run in life. He didn't flop a set.
You mean I don't flop a set every single hand? If you're just tuning in, hit the heart. Follow us. We promise not to hate each other every single stream. Just probably the rest of the year.
Anthony's shirt says "Don't work."
Oh, then you got
Is that what I'm seeing there?
Yeah.
Don't work. There it is, kids. Life advice from Anthony and Sita.
From Cheese Guru.
Just don't work. just
I'm
let
just
life
gonna call
happen.
my boss in the morning and be like, yeah, I'm just not gonna work.
RSLXF, let's get out a shouty to the cutie in the red hat. Anthony.
Oh, Anthony.
Anthony
Hey,
got an
cutie.
admirer.
Anthony might have some girlfriends or one. I'm not sure. Azan raises to 60. Matt in seat 9 calls. Now Brian's got ace jack. He calls. Do 6 queen, 2 spades. Is on flop's top pair. Now ace jack in the third blind, essentially. You like just that call?
I think you can. I mean, Azan opened an early position. Something we can flat there. I mean, it's
Probably a
versus
lot
a late
stronger than
position. Yeah, opener. I think 3-betting is definitely an option. I mean, especially if versus a button opener, we want to be 3-betting our offsuit Broadway hands.
Matt called Azan's bet on the flop. 10 of spades on the turn. It's kind of a scare card. Checked around.
And Matt gets there. Backdoors the spades.
Check, check.
Bingo. Oh, nice. Way to slow roll.
Matt the mortgage guy looks pretty dapper tonight. His hair's all done nice.
It's put together well.
I got you a few bucks.
Zeno11 says he'll just watch it on YouTube later. You do you. Porter's gonna raise to 60.
So we're playing the other day, we're like trying to get this thing going. Everybody wants to do it except Ken because right. I'll play 7 deuce, but I don't want to do a bomb.
Grinding away, thank you, I appreciate it. The only thing I like more than dirty talking Veronica is when she's surly too. Well done. Cocktails in the booth, please. Come on down, bring us some cocktails.
Did you happen to catch the previous stream where Deborah and Justin were commentating?
No,
And Deborah is pounding away the beers in Justin's face.
on the stream.
Yeah,
Did she get the job?
we'll find out. But it's-
Holy freaking balls.
But I would just like to point out, I mean, how much better that stream was to watch, Justin. With people in the booth having a
Actually,
little
be able to tolerate each other for 3 hours locked in a
7
box.
hours in the goddamn penalty box.
Locked in a box, watching boring poker hands over and over. Just saying.
10-5 deuce. Matt, the mortgage guy, is open-ended. Top pair for Harlan. Brian's got a pair of 5s and a backdoor club draw. Cornbread, pair of deuces and a backdoor diamond draw. A little bit of something for everyone. Let's see what happens here. Harlan leads for 125. And there's a raise from Cornbread.
Lock the doors. I want in this game. Brian folds.
Looking at raise at 250. It's a min raise. Bet 125. Call 125. Click back to 250. I mean, what are we accomplishing here? And we're trying to get our basically sure that we're gonna see a free river card. Like by Cornbread min raising here, and he's just trying to like make sure that gets checked to him in position on the turn. And an all-in jam. Jesus Christ!
Wow. Matt, the mortgage guy, just got this game out of the muck.
Says eat a dick. Holy crap! Flatting and then back raise shoving against the guy who min raised the flop.
1425 total.
How do you perceive a min raise though? Is it super strong to you?
Certain players, really tight players, will do it with like very top. You know, they flop 2 pair plus or a set, and they're just trying to get like price when you can't
But
fold.
some people are also scared min raising.
Yeah, and like I said,
looks
especially
super
players who are in
weak.
position there will try to like buy themselves a free card. And Matt, the mortgage guy, says I got 4 high and more guts than you, bro.
Grinding away, don't get Jake mad. He's already mad enough. Let's not get him over the edge. Let's not have him rip his shirt off or anything like that.
I'll go full monkey.
Trap,
Weak folds. You got the nut deuce. How do you fold?
you're open-ended.
Oh, the nut deuce.
Porter says, give me a drink so I can get through this game.
I think
Porter's wearing a porter colored shirt.
that's not a
It's
porter.
a port colored shirt. It's like a red wine.
Port, not porter. Porter's a
Port.
beer.
I'm just-
Porter's a beer.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
I'm not a beer person. I'm a wine person.
I had not picked up on that yet. Matt the mortgage guy makes 55 to go with the ace-8. It's weird for Cornbread. Like, I think flatting's pretty standard there. I mean,
Trap G says next time flat so you don't have to make a man decision.
oh, that's good.
Well played, sir. Well played. King 9-9 on the flop.
Power position here. Both players in the same hand. It's gonna go check. Now that goes check. I wouldn't be surprised to see Porter lead now turn as a bluff.
Porter checks. Matt, the mortgage guy.
Green light to bet.
That's
Hey,
55.
player on table 4, the 1-2, C5, return to receive.
Quick call out of Porter.
And player, the 1-2,
Game on the river.
table 4, C5.
Double paired board.
Be sell and receive.
Here comes Porter. Really small sizing here. There's 235 in the pot. If we had King X here, King Jack, King 10, King Queen, what would we really be betting here? Would we not be a leading turn? I wouldn't be surprised to see Matt look him up here. The problem is, there really isn't a draw. I mean, a couple of inside straight draws, Jack 10, Queen Jack, Queen 10, inside straight draws that missed.
Calling for the chop.
Chop it up.
Now, get back.
Freedom. Easy game. Easy game.
And that's
I'm just saying, Justin, if
you're out, right?
you want a green light booze in the booth, I'm just saying I think it's plus EV long term for the show. Chris Moneymaker son, welcome. I got a dealer push right now. Going back to that hand with cornbread of the ace deuce. I think flatting overcalling there with bottom pair of the backward diamond draw attack or straight draw is fine. If we're going to raise and turn hand roll bluff, that can be fine too, but if we're going to do that, I think we probably need to be getting a little bit more ambitious with our sizing. It felt like min raising there was really, he was just trying to make sure that it would check him so he can check back. Turning, just get like 4, or get a full board for relatively cheap. Now they're just going to try to build a pot and make a big bet on the turn and take it down. I don't know, it's just kind of weird. Alright. New shooter dealing. So we got the 5, 10, 20 right now. I think we also have a 5, 10 feeder game, if I'm not mistaken, right now. And there's a really big, really good 1-3 playing right now, featuring one of our local bracelet winners in the game, Mr. Sean Drake. Did you even notice that Sean Drake was here?
No, he's not.
He's that Sean Drake looking fella right there. He's not wearing his WSP bracelets. He might not have recognized him, but he's there.
He typically says hello to me when I see him.
Yeah.
So I'll have to go say hi.
Cards in the air.
You can't just play where you save money on the blinds and
90 deuce on the flop, 2 spades. Have no idea what anyone has. Zahn does not have his cards on the reader.
Nor does Peter.
They're all rebellious tonight, and I have to go and yell at them.
I'll assume they lost the action here. But there's a big bet by Harlan. Harlan bets 500. Oh, is this do we get a bomb pot here?
How many times?
It may have been the bomb pot. If the dealer changed, there's a bomb pot. D22 So, what's up? Nice to see you in the chat.
Hey.
It is the Jake and Veronica. I shaved my beard. He grew his.
So Harlan's at 600 to go with 2 black kings. Peter open-ended. I can't imagine folding. He makes a call. I mean, all in. No, crap, it can't be right.
Harlan's
It
gonna
was,
scoop.
no. It was jammed. Peter jammed the Jack 10. Peter snapped call. They like to run it twice.
Wait, what do you got, Peter?
Harlan wins the first board.
You can run it up to 3 times. Oh,
And there
wow.
it is.
Peter bricks all of this.
Harlan.
Harlan.
He's the best.
Runs really good in life and in poker.
But you got to give it up to Harlan. I mean, yeah, we see Harlan run pretty good in some big spots. But Harlan also, he said, give him credit. I mean, he's not afraid to stick it in there when he's pretty confident that he's good.
That's what she said.
He's got confidence. He has no fear. I mean, we all can spot those spots at the table where we're pretty sure we're good. It's a lot of money and blah blah blah. And okay, I'll wait and find a better spot, some of the time. And Harlan's like, no, kick rocks. I got the best hand. Here's
Let's
all my
go.
yeah. Let's go.
Well, he's the guy putting pressure on you, like, hey, you want to play? Let's go. Let's put our money in. I love it.
Yeah.
I can't stand in it. I'm sorry. I can't live that life. Which is why I'm a whale and I have to not play as much because I need to pay my mortgage.
My track record with kings has not been good, I will say.
Phil Rhodes says Harlan's on a heater, but he's an easy guy to root for. He's actually a really good guy. He's very lovable.
It's a good human. He really, really genuinely
And
is.
he's a CrossFit guy. His Instagram is all like muscles.
Dude, guy's shredded.
He's very shredded. But I don't think he realizes that that's not what makes women love you.
We're really gonna start breaking that down now on the stream. Like,
I mean, if he's interested, I'll tell him.
Screw 3 betting ranges. Let's just like, hey,
Yeah, it's
what do
like,
women want?
What do women want? We want a wide opening range
And a big stack.
and a big stack.
Big stack. Harlan's got a big stack. I'm not sure it sounded the way I wanted it to sound.
You said it. I did not.
Harlan now limps in for 20 with the king jack off.
You and I both want the same things out of our men. King, queen, deuce on the flop. Harlan flops top pair, Porter second pair. I can't see what Esh has got because he is being stubborn and not putting his hand on the reader. The dealer is telling him, put your hand on the reader.
Grabber Booty Bro, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
Grabber Booty Bro, what's up? Nice to see you. I'm really sad that no one can see my space cat.
See the space cat.
Space cat.
You can see the space cats. Put it away.
Space cat.
Harlan's still betting. Chase Beers.
What's up, Chase Beers? Nice to see you in the chat.
Those people on that table are having entirely too much fun.
In front of us? Let's call it 1-2.
No, that's the $1 million promo limit hold'em hand or limit hold'em game.
1-3 limit. 3-6 limit.
3-6 limit.
I don't know.
It's a $1 million promo game. Win $1 million playing limit hold'em here at Stones.
There's fine print.
Always fine print.
Otherwise, Jake would have been a millionaire by now.
I told you.
It was a bad time in your life. It was a heroin addiction.
I told you about the whole Bitcoin thing that I bricked out on, right? From like 6 years ago. I was like, oh yeah, there's like Bitcoin. It's this new
You
thing.
almost became a millionaire?
Yeah, like a lot.
You don't know about cryptocurrency?
6 years ago, it seemed very, very new to me, or it was new to me. It was totally new. I asked some people about it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I know it's legit, but it's like really, really volatile right now, and like it can be like it can fluctuate like up to 50% of its value in any one day." And so,
Do you want me to tell you about AOL? My AOL days and Yahoo, when I almost bought like $1,000 worth of it. And
we're
I
telling
would've
like
been
bad beat life investment stories.
Yeah, like
here.
Microsoft in '92, stuff like that.
Yeah. It's the opposite, like the Forrest Gump. Like, oh, then I invested like in a fruit company. It's Apple.
Yeah. Major
like-
giggles. What's up? We're just talking about how poor we are because we didn't invest the right place at the right time.
I wish I
we
could have
couldn't
invested
hit
in
that
Harlan.
spot.
When can I have invested in Harlan? Is
Too
now?
late.
Do you buy now?
The
sell
stock's too high
like,
now.
It's too high. Invest
Big
in
Mac
Harlan.
Stacks, what's up? Since it's a limit hold'em promotion, wouldn't they pay the $1 million out in blue chips? Wouldn't that be amazing? Make it rain!
Cornbread makes it 60 to go with the ace-10 suited. Someone folded ace-jack behind him, it looked like. Or Matt folded ace-jack off under the gun.
Trav G, I was like a kid when I was trying to tell my parents to buy AOL stocks. They're like, Veronica, you crazy. What's wrong with you? We work minimum wage jobs so you can eat food. What, you crazy? We put money in AOL? That was my parents. They're like, Mom, Dad, AOL, Microsoft. Once there was a time before alcohol, I was a little bit of a wizard.
We like you less back there.
I had honors. And then I found alcohol. And boys. Pocket Tables banned iDog. What's up, Pocket Tables? Working for the table, or the team, or this card room. You're just working for us.
Peter 78 suited.
Raises to 65, and Porter on the button calls.
He was thinking about 3-betting there. I mean, the suitedness of his hand, I mean, it's going to have more showdown value in the long run, so maybe, working some flats, but I think ace-queen definitely going to be opening. The problem is Peter has a reputation of being so tight that, 3-betting might just be suicide.
Deuce 5 jack on the flop. Peter bricks. Harlan flops top pair. Of course he does. Does Harlan tip the dealer really well to get all these cards? Obviously, it's the dealer doing it. Jack on the turn.
There's a lot of jacks.
Harlan lives this life. We thought maybe there was a bad bait or something going on.
Sounded like it.
Looks like it's checked around to Porter. Porter puts in a bet to 85. Small bet.
Porter flatting in position and probably went out of check back and jack on the flop. So I'm betting here. I mean, we also know he doesn't have a jack, but I mean, what are we trying to accomplish here? Trying to get like, you know, sixes, sevens to fold? Are those hands really going to fold when the jack pairs? Probably not.
Harlan
We
raises
probably
here.
should be checking back the ace queen.
What I wonder is, should have Harlan called and then given Porter a chance to bluff on the river? Well, very few people are bluffing the river, but maybe. Small chance.
Maybe, probably. Or you flatten and lead,
Flat lead and then see
flat
if
lead river.
just like a
The
under
problem
pair.
is, yeah, well, I mean, sorry to interrupt, but I mean, the jack's gonna get, like you said, it's gonna get check back river so often that I think probably leading, maybe.
Yes.
It's a weird line.
Leading
but-
looks like tens on the river.
Ish.
Ish. Tens-ish. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. Like, it doesn't look like jacks. Jacks look like check on the river. Check raise!
It's gonna get, but any non-jack's gonna check, any non-jack hand's gonna check back. So, I mean, I think logically we'd probably not be
That's
checking.
true. That's true. No, I
So-
agree.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be really hard to get a check raise in there.
Yes.
I mean, we can if we check, we
Very
can get our
hard.
opponent to keep bluffs in, but there wasn't like a lot of
Harder
draw.
than an 18-year-old boy.
Jesus. Peter's got aces.
And he's not going to get paid.
He raised a 90. Brian limped in the 8-9 suited.
Oh,
Esh-
I love this.
Esh calls.
This is where Brian destroys people's will
Harlan
to
ace
live.
king.
Harlan just calls.
Is Harlan that in tune
To Peter?
to Peter where he knows not to 3-bet ace king?
Or are they saying, I just don't want to pay Peter off because I know he's pretty tight? And this leaves the door open for Brian.
I still think we should be 3-betting. I know it's Peter, but I mean, ace king, we're blocking aces, we're blocking kings, we're out of position, we don't even play in his hand multiple against a bunch of punches.
But
I
is
feel
he
so we
is
should
he
be
like,
3-betting.
I'm going to open the door for Brian. I want this like,
Spade in the window.
oh,
two spades.
3, 5, queen, 2 spades. Peter with a nut flush backdoor draw. Brian with a nut flush draw, or with the flush draw.
Back to the flush draw.
Queen on the flop. No one hits a queen.
I mean, Harlan's gonna save the most here, but I mean, I still feel like, you know, long term we should be 3-betting, especially being out of position there. Especially being out of position, we should
As
be 3-betting.
Ostra Nostra says, Harlan with the overcall, X-ray vision, I guess. I don't mind it because he knows Brian is in the hand, and maybe it's Peter versus the world. Maybe that's what this table is.
$300 bet by Peter. It's nearly a pot-sized bet. It brings the total pot now to 770. With a
Brian is not
three-quarter
going
pot bet.
anywhere.
Yeah, no, he has no folds here.
No. Brian has very few folds in his range, and this is not one of them. 5 pairs of board.
I'd be scared to death if I was Peter, because Brian has all sorts of shitty hands. Like that have a 5.
Like a 5-4 right
5-9.
now. 5-9. 5-9 is well within Brian's range. So Brian checks over to Peter. I honestly like versus Brian to check back here. If he has a queen, do you not want to keep him in this hand? Right?
Now he bets 900.
A $900 bet. I guess it's almost a full pot size bet.
I think now we have to fold.
I would want to keep like a queen in the hand.
So where's your size in there? So there's 1100 in the
So
pot.
like 350,
Oh,
400.
I think it's way too small.
You think so?
thing-
I have a problem with that actually.
Yeah, that's way too
I
small.
want to keep a queen in the hand. A 5's
Sure.
gonna raise me. Check raise me.
Sure. We want to get
Sure.
value.
Say it like Russians. Sure.
We want to get value from spades and queens. And I think 900 is just a little bit ambitious to get value from me. I think a queen start to hero fold, and we definitely price out spades.
Stone Side Poker, can you please stop spamming us in the chat?
Get
Thank
off
you.
the chat, eh?
Get off the chat, Bob. You're not my real stepdad.
Yeah, tell me what to do.
Savage Medic says, are there new Veronica commands? I don't know. Why don't you ask the people in charge? Can we get some Veronica commands? Oh. Fix this.
Lost audio.
Here we go. It's back. We just needed to put the thing in the thing better.
Major Giggles says wine.
There should be a hashtag wine, not just exclamation point wine. Is there even a command? Mom juice. It's mom juice, isn't it? Snail Waddle says today is the day Azan is not card dead. I don't know.
No promises.
No promises. Mom juice. I thought mom. Oh yeah, there it is. Cards are in the air. Peter's asleep. Okay, he woke up. 5, 10, 20. Cheese Guru in the $20 blind. Don't work. That's for lame people. Azan's putting in a race is 60.
That's got to be closer to the bottom of Azan's range, opening under the gun, king jack off, hanging us in a lot of trouble. Good thing for him, there's a lot of loosey-goosey players behind him. So we might, you know, in a game like this, we can get a little bit more ambitious with our under the gun opening hands here.
Harlan calls. Matt Mortgage Guy calls, and so does our cheese guru Anthony. Deuce 8 ace. Nothing.
It'll likely check through. Matt the Mortgage Guy might try to just like dry bluff that and pick up the pot.
Chef Wiggum, what's up? Nice to see you in the chat. I got some love. Checked around 4 of spades on the turn.
Anthony?
Anthony picks up a flush draw now.
Is Anthony our new call your mother Anthony? Considering that we
No,
don't,
he is not. I
he's
can't
not.
do it.
He's still just
Anthony's
cheese guru.
too like young and cute, like, you know, like, I don't know how to explain it. I can't call him Anthony, call your mother. I have to be like, yo, surfer dude. Grinding Away says the anger is strong in the booth today like a black hole. Yes, it is. We hate each other.
I don't know why I did that.
We haven't talked in a week. I'm just gonna be honest. He doesn't want to be honest. There's no love between us anymore. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. Like
How easy would it be to hide an ace in that porter beer?
as he strokes it.
Reminder, our July 26th, we have our vlogger game. Andrew Nemi, Brad Owen, Jeff Boski, and Reyes Rail. I know I'm saying that wrong.
Bart Hansen and I in the booth. It is going to be glorious. I'm super excited.
A little bit.
Can't lose, man. Can't lose.
It's going to be good.
Major Giggles, I also cannot wait for that
Gotta
game.
get his TV time in first. 9:30.
I saw Bart Hansen for all of like 2 minutes at the World Series of Poker.
It's as long as you lasted, huh?
It was 1 minute, but it was a minute of foreplay. Esh raises to 60 with a queen 9 under the gun +2. Harlan calls. Matt the mortgage guy bets 3 bets 2, 25. Commentary is hard.
It's hard to talk about things.
Things are hard when tequila is involved. Not that I've had tequila, but I've heard.
Chief Wiggum wants to know who's going to blast off the most, and what happened to the Kevin?
To Kevin. We had a Kevin.
Maybe Kevin Martin here. With Kmart? I don't know.
No idea. Trav G says, vlogger. Hey, I'm Bart Hansen with Crush Live Poker. Yes, you are. Beast OR. Let's hope there are some favorable flops. Yes. Chief Wiggum, it's going to be all over YouTube too, because I'm sure they'll be live streaming as they're playing. We're going to allow them to live stream as they play, right?
I think so.
Like, we have to adjust the rules for the vlogger game. You can't invite vloggers and not allow them to live stream.
To vlog.
To vlog. I mean, they're vlogging while they're playing.
I mean, they'll vlog. I don't think they're going to be like vlogging their hands.
But they do. Some of them, I've looked at their vlogs while they're playing. A couple of them came here to play and spewed, but they were like recording as they were showing their hands and stuff like that. Ace 4 6, 3 diamonds. Peter checks.
Travis, you said that Boski's mostly a tourney guy, so it'll be cool to see him in cash games. I think it's always like interesting and fun to watch when the players cross over. And it's usually funner to watch them go that way, going from tourney to cash, than going the other way. Just because cash games are just better to watch, period.
I like watching them go from cash to a tournament because they don't realize the pressure that starts to happen. You don't have that pressure in a cash game. The blinds are not going up. You could just take a break.
Matt gets there. And Peter is going to put out a little feeler bet with his diamond, and I don't see Matt folding. And what did we call a Jack 9 for, if not for to catch a diamond?
That's the only reason I play it.
And you might not have been expecting to get bet into, though, by Peter. And you might be well aware of Peter's reputation for being a tight player, and it's going to work. Peter turns his hand into a bluff. It's a screw top pair. I got a crappy diamond, and I need to pretend to have a better one. See, you don't complain about being card dead. You just pretend to be, running good.
Azan is following Peter's lead and having a salad on the stream. We do have a great selection of salads here at Stones.
This is what we've been reduced to, commentating people's food.
Yeah, Azan, just jam that in your pie hole for all of us to watch. He's gonna be so mad. Oh yeah, just like that.
So bad.
Grinding away says I can't believe there aren't more viewers. Well, retweet. Ghost of Am, what is up? Nice to see you in the chat. I miss you, my friend. Where have you been all my life? How come you don't love me? Cheese Guru picking up chips, raising it to 60. I'm sorry if you don't already know, Anthony is Cheese Guru. If you follow him on Snap, he's Cheese Guru.
Porter with the ace king now out of the blind. Should see a 3-bet.
He bet just in the spot where we can't see.
It's like 160.
160, correct. Cheese Guru, he folds. Ghost of M says, I am working so hard, Veronica. Are you snapping me? If you don't follow me on Snap, let's be friends. Let's be friends. Veronica Star with 2 R's.
Yeah, there's no olive on there. No. Okay, yeah, just like that, and then Diet Coke.
I mucho like Snap over Twitter, especially the poker players. Oh yeah.
I mean, it's obviously more personalized and more entertaining. But if you just have to like content,
I guess
you can't do Twitter.
Richard Dawkins is not on Snapchat. Yes. Neil deGrasse Tyson, Lawrence Krauss, they're not on Snapchat. But for like looking at Nick Deej Poker's snaps of like people wearing full ski masks in the poker room, it's mucho bueno.
Earl's got a good snap
Earl's got a great snap. Earl and Nick Poker
for the win.
for the win. Those two are my favorite. Matt raises to 55 with a 7-5 under the gun +1. Tequila's kicked in, ladies and gentlemen. Anthony,
And 3-bet.
3 bets with an ace king, goes up to 200. Zahn on the button folds. And Matt just got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Ghost of M says I'm way behind when it comes to Snap. Feels bad, man.
For some reason I had a bad...
It is cold in a lot of poker rooms. A full ski mask might be justified.
Well, no, I just heard it was
It's
bad.
never, it was so bad.
It was pretty fun. It was good.
His snaps are the best.
And I'm always like, how is he like so like discreet about like catching people, like, or is he at the tables like totally like unapologetically just like holding the camera to him and just like,
What I
look at
always
you.
ask him is how
do you
every
tackle
single
this stuff?
time you run into these people. It's every single game you're in. There's always a weirdo.
Think of all the shenanigans you see around the poker table though, and then where you just like you take note of, but you never have the stones to just pull out your cameras like filming someone being ridiculous. You see a lot of crap in a poker room. I mean, there's a lot of a lot of really
When
really
people are
strange
eating
things.
chicken wings and then licking their fingers
That's
and
just not
playing
good.
cards and then just that's like gone up with escape aids you can't get rid of after. That kind of stuff I don't like. That I could snap.
Chief Wiggins, Chicago Joey is best follow on everything. Can't disagree.
When I was at the World Series of Poker, I watched a woman pick her nose and eat it. I'm just saying. I should have snapped it. I should have snapped it. I should have snapped it.
So bad. So we got Matt who limped in the ace-8 suited. Matt is... There he is, yeah. Ace-King-3 checks through. Matt is in the hand with ace-8 of clubs. Take my word for it. 5 of diamonds comes off. It proves no one. Matt's now going to try to pick up the pot. Get a little value. Space Cats and Pizza.
Why is this here?
For Spades, Cats, and Pizza reasons. If you need a reason for Spades, Cats, and Pizzas, that's a you problem.
I actually have this cup at work. I drink water out of it.
She drinks water out of it.
I mean, we all have to survive work. Stop. Maybe that was
Cats and Pizza.
that was
Spades,
your.
Cats, and Pizza.
If you had a band, that would be the song that you. Porter's taking a great, telling a great story.
Usually does.
It splinters your arterial system anytime you put sugar in your system. So you're actually
Getting into some form of biology there. Explaining it all. So this is how you become 6'6" with a great beard. You just do it like this.
It doesn't matter when you're laying down. I'm just telling you.
Maybe when it's in season. And then
You still got to get to that laying
your body
down.
repairs itself and
I mean,
goes off.
that doesn't just happen. There's a bridge there that you have to cross.
There's a bridge if
Bo
you don't
Ritchie.
pay for it. Yes.
Servers and whatnot. Welcome to the stream. How did Harlan get 7K at the table? Harlan wins and crushes live poker. I don't know. I mean, if it's your first time watching the stream, this is Harlan. What else is new?
Cornbread raises to 60 under the gun with a king 9 suited.
But to answer your question accurately, Peter flopped open-ended. Harlan had pocket kings. The money went in. They ran it twice, and Harlan held both times.
Ghost of M says table talk volume way up. There is someone on a serious rant about liver sugar digestion. That is Porter, and it is correct.
The two most corrupt organizations.
He's probably talking about fructose and stuff because fructose is terrible on your liver.
And these are the kind of conversations that I miss at the poker table. People actually are talking about stuff. Not just like, yeah, so I was late in the tournament and I had ace king and, you know, he had pocket sixes.
That's all I heard when I was in Vegas.
Yeah.
I put you on ace king, man.
It's
I'm
just the
gonna
worst.
barf
It's
when I
just the
hear someone
worst.
say that.
Talk about some other stuff in the poker tournament.
Ingredients here are usually made on that vanilla is a
Flo Junkie says, should we change the name of the stream to Harlan's World? Yes, we should. I agree with that statement. I love your name, by the way, Flo Junkie. Hello, Junkie. I like to flowate a little bit. It looks like Anthony's raising to 80 with pocket jacks under the gun plus
not vanilla
1.
extract. When it actually says
And Brian elected just limp in the ace jack offsuit under the gun.
Porter's got a 7-5, and he's feeling talkative and loosey-goosey right now. He calls.
Matt comes through as well, and he's got the 8-6 suited.
And Brian
Four-way
says
action.
okay. Brian's got one of Anthony's
you have no
jacks.
idea how many organizations look for weird shit like that.
3, 6, 7 on the flop, 2 clubs. Anthony's got the only club. He's got a backdoor club draw.
Porter flops top pair and backdoor straight draw. Matt Morgan's got a pair and a backdoor spade draw, backdoor straight draw. Prefer his hand actually over Porter's. More backdoor outs. Oops.
Boots. Boot in a boot. Anthony bets 275. It's kind of a scary board to bet into. The people calling
With that
you,
many
this
players,
is,
yeah.
And this is way within your opponent's range for calling than it is
I mean, we're already getting crushed by 4-5. We lose all the sets, 2 pairs. It's a draw nasty boarding with this many opponents.
I wouldn't mind a check there, honestly.
And the scientist that was using it cut a hole in his glove and got someone on it. And it became ultra sweet.
Porter
And I
calls.
love that Porter's not missing a little bit of conversation. Porter's in the middle of the hand, and it's still just like running on about like the scientist. That you got.
Now Porter's open-ended. Now he's not going nowhere. Is Anthony going to continue, or is he going to check?
That's a bad card.
Yes, horrible.
It's like a combination of stuff.
I mean, yes, we can still get value out of a lot of worse hands, but it also completes. I mean, makes a lot of 2-pair combinations,
Flush draw, you can get value out of a flush draw.
1-pair and straight draw combos.
What
But it also
one
makes
pair
2-pair
would have
hands.
stayed?
What's
You
that?
think one pair's going to stay on that flop?
All in.
All in.
Oh, how much is Porter back behind?
Jesus.
Oh, that's why. Because there's like, I mean, Porter's only 1,100 back.
9, 10, yeah. I am Horror Crusher. What is up? Welcome to the chat.
Caucasian Rage. Take off, hoser. I'm more Christian. It sucks if you don't bet the flop and an ace or king comes. Yeah, I mean, that does suck. But that's going to happen sometimes. It also sucks if you bet and someone raises you or jams on you. I mean, there's a lot of things that can happen that can suck.
Porter's all business on top and party in the bottom. Hair's just like clean cut. Beard is wild. Like he eats raw animals. Like they're running away as he's eating them.
I don't want to. That's the problem.
Poker Pro Eric, what's up? Hashtag never check.
Snail waddle, yeah. It's always good like when we jam. We hate getting snap call. When you snap jacks on this board and we're not getting just immediately snapped off.
You know you're good.
Yeah, it's like okay, all right.
Does 2-pair it's a snap here though?
Yes. Insta super snap.
Not me. I'm a nitty whale.
Which is funny because you're still calling. You're just like not loving it. You're like, oh my
Yeah.
god, I just hate giving away my money, but I have to.
I have to. I have no choice. My soul hurts if I don't give away my money right now.
Poker Pro Eric, stop being a human.
Bill, give me a card.
Oh, you're gonna do it to yourself?
Porter throws it away.
You
Oh, they're
are?
gonna pay for the rabbit
Oh,
hunt.
go do it.
Pay for the rabbit hunt.
Rick off.
7.
Oh, and he gets there.
Damn.
He would have got there.
Never do it.
Damn it.
7.
Hey, Anthony, you're
9.
glad I don't have that hand.
Damn it.
BJ Fish and Poker, I can snap him off anytime.
Have that pain.
That's a
Pay him
sexual
off, they're
term.
off.
He's talking about what he'd do to you in the back of a car.
Right, yeah.
I am loved. What can I say? Take all the love I can
Nature
get.
Giggle says no gamble, no future. You didn't say what the accent was.
Yeah, that's you knew you get there. You raise the
Porter folds
Jake
the
being results
river
oriented.
best hand.
River was the 4, or would have been the 4, and Porter would have got there.
Have a cut, get there.
Oh, it's the worst. And a windowless van.
Like the pain.
I guess I just like the
Reminds me of prom.
glutton for punishment.
Makes you tougher.
I'm guessing you were prom queen?
It was not. I didn't go to my prom.
Ah.
I asked 3 guys, none of them would go with me. It was not prom
You
queen.
know what? I normally do too, though.
Assumption.
So
master.
this is like the soon, like pre-pageant years.
Pre-pageant.
Pre-pageant. Okay.
I mean, it's not like I'm
Azan raises to 60. Pocket 8. Gets a little 3-bet out of Esh. Esh pocket queens. And the mortgage
Toolery,
guy,
absolutely.
Matt, decides to play. Wow, Matt the mortgage guy's got jacks. Azan calls.
It's priced in now.
Oh God, 8 jack queen flop. Please, God, if you're alive, if you're real.
Talk about that. That could have been up against like ace king or something.
No, and there's an ace on board, and everyone's just gonna slow down.
Yeah.
And that's how we know there is no God.
Ace 4-3. We knew that before this. Checked around.
Ash is the kind of guy I've actually seen betting boards like this. And here he goes. 355 in the pot. And Ash is gonna bet 350? I don't think I need to be too
With
vocal
the
about
best
why I
hand.
don't love that.
Well, you got got checked too. He thought maybe an ace would lead up. I don't know.
It's a strange, strange world.
Stranger things have happened in less strange spots. Pro Eric says, damn that ace. That ace just ruined everything. Why do you hate me so much? It's like ace is that like mom and dad in high school when you want to go to the party. Just ruined everything.
I am Horcrusher feels like that's a good spot for 8-8 to check raise. I also think that's ambitious. When just in a 3-bet pot, our opponent still got all the ace-x hands in the 3-betting range, and pocket and we would mostly expect our opponents to be checking back kings, queens, jacks, hands like that. And so check raising someone who 3-bet and then bet with 2 opponents on an ace-high board, I think that's a little optimistic.
Porter's eating the salad.
Also, a little bit of punting.
Esh raises to 60 with the jack 10 and the hijack. Esh might be getting a little bored here sitting and folding.
I'm good on the 2-5. Just gonna leave you to I'm gonna let you do commentary. I'm gonna go play cards.
All right, bye.
Sounds good. I am Horcrushers. Yes, I agree. It's crazy. I am Horcrushers wants to play crazy. Make everybody fold. Put in all the chips.
Oh man, nice.
But people usually re-raise with big pairs, and there was a 3-bet.
Esh looks down at a queen 10, raises to 60. Matt calls. You're not putting in a little 3-bet there with ace queen in the cutoff?
I am.
I am too.
I am.
Yeah.
Once again, being in position and being suited, you can probably argue for a few more calls just because our hand is going to have more showdown value when we are in position, so we should be able to have an easier time extracting value when we are ahead. But still, ace queen suited should be well ahead of our opponent's opening range, or a full scope thing that he can open there.
Anthony calls, Zahn calls, Peter calls. Show a flop. 3, 6, 9. Zahn is still ahead here with pocket 4s. Checked around. 6 pairs the board on the turn.
You still DOA?
No, I'm good. Poker Pro Eric says worst flop ever, yes.
And here comes his on. 365 in the pot. You make about a little half pot size bet.
160, 165.
He's got the best hand and it should get through.
Harlan and chip leader.
Oh, God.
Grinding Away says, would you guys feel better if they put a curtain up between you? Yes. It's like a brother and sister who are arguing with a curtain up. Grinding Away is the only one that can tell.
Which one is Grinding Away? Do we know Grinding Away?
I don't know. Did you sleep with him last week?
I don't think so.
It was a possibility.
I don't know. I drink a lot. That would make them orthodox commentators. Well played. Ash with the Kings. Makes it 60 to go. Harlan's going to make the call with a 6-5 off.
And we love it.
Cornbread. King Jack suited, and here comes Brian on the button. Everybody in the pot.
There are a few things that Jake and I can agree on, and this is one of them. Everybody should just call all the time, often. Hassan's got a queen jack. then he folds.
Jesus, getting a lot hell of a
Yeah,
price
come on, Ozzy.
there. And we don't wanna get, as long as we don't get married to one pair hands, like top pair type hands, I think that's fine.
4-6 ace on the flop.
Happy birthday to Brian.
Ash has got his kings, and let's see how tight he wants to hold on to them. He checks.
Let's watch one of your brothers.
Life's hard against 3 other opponents. Ghost of M loves you for understanding that joke.
125.
I'm probably checking back if I'm Brian, but I check back a lot of the exact hands.
Major giggles, it is science, and ace always comes when you have a king. It's science. We're a science show.
And now Harlan's priced in overcalling with a pair. Here it comes. He's also got a backdoor straight draw.
Right? Harlan's an optimist. Deuce
Speaking of
on
backdoor
the
straight
turn.
draws, now Harlan's got an inside straight draw. Any 3. But would a 3 really? Is anyone going to pay off when the 3 comes?
An ace might, and kings might get stubborn. 9. Brian is ahead here. He is the best. Let's see if kings give him any more money. I hope if they check to him, Brian puts in a value bet. Brian's been known to be nice on the river sometimes. Harlan checks. Brian, reach for some chips, baby. Make mama happy.
I think Brian can bet. He's got to bet small.
Like a 300,
I mean,
275.
actually, I don't even know because I mean, we lose. I mean, we can get value from ace 8, and that's it. Ace 8 and worse. Ace 8, ace 7, ace 5.
Yeah, but he got checked to. He got checked to.
I think checking back. I think I'm probably checking back if I'm Brian too.
I'm just gonna say I don't hate it, but he
I
got
know.
checked.
I mean,
to.
all the other. Mind you, the things. Harlan also overcalled on the flop.
Yeah, but the turn. What happened on the turn?
It checked through.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He's got the best hand on the turn. And on the river.
Probably.
So a 9 might pay him.
How does someone have a 9 on ace 6-4? How did a 9 get to the river on ace 6-4?
I don't know.
I mean,
How does anyone with a pair
ace
on the
4,
turn
5.
stay in poker? I'm just saying that
A 9 might pay you. How does a 9 get there? Oh, I don't know.
I've seen crazier crap happen here. I'm just saying that I wouldn't mind a little value bet. He's good. He's obviously good.
He should be good, but we're only.
I don't mind the check back. I'm just saying I wouldn't mind a pinch of value.
Is I mean,
A little,
is 6
a little niblet of
is
value.
6-7 calling us there?
Lots
No.
of things. I get paid off really easily. I don't know if you know my world.
I do not know your world. I just don't. I think it's really optimistic betting there.
I don't mind the check. I'm just saying.
Because I mean, Harlan.
I think an ace is good.
Harlan still has ace
based
jack.
on
I
the
mean, Ash
turn and
opened
river
Harlan
action.
can easily have ace jack. We've seen Harlan flat ace king in this game so far. Harlan can have better aces than us,
Could.
and Harlan can even have river ace 9 for 2
But I
pair.
also think a better ace out of
Mind you,
Harlan, he leads.
I would
on
also
the
think,
river.
yeah, had Harlan made 2 pair plus or a better ace, Harlan probably. I would agree. I do agree with you. Harlan probably would have led river. So then at that point, it would have been.
If Harlan has a pair on that river, he would call just for shits and giggles because he's like, well, it got checked around on turn and river, so I'll just call because I think I might be good. He's probably betting with like mid pair here. I probably have him beat. I'm just saying, I've tapped into the mind of Harlan. Harlan's okay with giving a little bit away, giving a little back.
Maybe
The
get that.
community's done so much for him.
Speaking of Harlan, he bets 250. The king deuce on king 5-4.
This might be a bomb pot because there is a new dealer and they do bomb pots every new dealer.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. What, is it a $50 bomb?
That's a great question. We were
Yeah, there's 700. Yeah, it'd have to be a $50
we were yapping while they were bombing.
So yeah, Veronica's pointed out that it is a bomb pot. So players are putting in like $50 pre-flop, and then everyone sees a flop,
The best way to make people
and
gamble.
this creates a big. And you can see, I mean, already the size of this pot with Quality's hands. I mean, Harlan and Brian here with king rag
Azan
and
turns 2 pair and is the best right now with his 1.7k bomb pot. Merry Christmas, Ozzy.
I don't think Ozzy looks. He's taking a long time to decide what to do here.
We're hoping a deuce comes on the river so Harlan can make 2 pair. So we get some action. Now, 1.7K, what's Ozzy's bet here? He's earning
1100,
position.
900, somewhere in that window. I'd really lean close.
What is he getting value out of a Jack 10?
Well, here's the problem. Like, it's hard to put ranges on players because it's a bomb pot. Players
Yeah,
can have King 4, King 5, Queen 4,
A
Queen
4,
5,
5 stays.
Jack 10. So, I mean, there's real hands can still happen there.
860. I don't mind that bet. 860.
Yeah, I think it's fine. And that's the problem. It's a bomb pot. I mean, it's hard to narrow someone's range down.
Look at Brian's pain with 1 pair.
But I had a top pair.
No one understands the pain that Brian's going through right now. He's divorcing this hand. He can't do it. She's good in bed. He can't. Look at him. I've never seen so much pain out of one human being trying to fold top pair.
Look at him.
Oh my God. He had to go to a lawyer and file papers.
I am more because, you know, everyone puts in money and then sees a flop and then it's poker as usual.
Ah.
Arcady coming up talking to Zon says, remember, I had 50% of you in that hand.
Yeah.
Bro, I had 50%.
Okay.
Bro. No, you owe me money.
No, you're like very nice, but you give me your money right now, okay? That's Russians for you. They like storm the land that you live
Russian,
in.
he's Israeli.
I'm just bugging. I'm just joking. It's a
Just
joke.
what?
I'm joking. I'm bugging.
Bugging.
So then if I'm in the blinds, my money's just
Ghost of M, that hand is good and bad. You didn't know about that?
Yeah.
Ozzy stacking chips for the first time in Stone's
I
Live.
never would have thought you'd be
I'm just
the only guy.
I'm scarred from.
Are we really, though? I mean, if
Yeah,
there's...
he
if
never
there's-
has
no,
hands.
he never... He goes card dead. I mean, look, it's always like, hey, before the hand, I stack someone. After the stream, yeah, I stacked.
I made 10K after the stream,
Yeah,
but
and during the
during
stream, I folded for 3 hours.
Ash puts in a raise to looks like 75.
$100 bomb pot and all gone.
Divorcing the hand. Hand is good and bad.
Word Jen backwards. What's up? Nice to see you. Brian's in the hand. Never in my life would I see anyone have so much pain folding top pair like Brian. Ace 10, 8, 2 spades. Brian's got kings and calls 75. What is going on? Ash with queen jack. He has an inside straight draw. Brian's got him blocked. Brian has a backdoor flush draw. Let's see what happens in this
Ash
hand.
now leads out into him. Ash
Well,
leads.
Ash was the original raiser.
Oh, Brian
It
flatted?
is heads up. Yeah, Brian flatted with kings.
Why?
What is going on in this world? I don't understand life anymore. This is why I'm confused all the time. 4 on the turn. Texas Poker 30 says, I need my Veronica fix. Hi.
Ash is gonna double barrel,
Because that's what barreling
and
is
this
for.
might work. And it is. And Brian's like, this is why you re-raise.
Wow, Ash, show him. Show him.
Show him,
Ash.
Ash. Burn him down, Ash. Nope. Nah, Ash is Ash is too good of a guy for that.
No, I'd show him. I'd jam that crap into his pie hole so fast. Sorry, I'm really a nice human being.
Then I'll proceed to red, please.
TX Poker 30.
Look at the Israeli standing behind Azan waiting for his cut. Oh, Azan's got like 2 backers behind him waiting for their cut. And Baldy, yes, it is a pie hole. Welcome to Veronica's world. Cornbread, reaching for chips, looks like 60. And we love it. Ace 3 of hearts. It's a very beautiful hand, I like. Ace 3 of hearts is like a 7 out of 10. You know what I mean? Like, she's pretty. Brian calls, Queen 3. Ash with a 9-4, a man of my heart.
And Ash flops a diamond draw. Brian hits his queen. Cornbread bricks off backdoor straight, backdoor flush.
Cornbread's got backdoor worlds of goodness.
Filler who does Junior is a mortgage guy, the mortgage broker. Good kid.
He owes me money.
Brian bets 115. Esh makes a smooth call. Cornbread's got the world for backdoor outs, but I don't think it's going to continue.
So we've got cornbread, cheese guru. We need sticky rice and crispy bacon, and we would have a complete table. 8 of diamonds on the turn. Esh
Fate of
gets there.
shenanigans.
7 on the river.
After it goes check, check, turn, Esh has probably got to have to lead here. If Brian has any showdown value at all, he's just going to check back. Optimistic to try to think that we can check raise this turn, or I'm sorry, this river card. With 425 in the pot, probably going to have to lead kind of small. Maybe on the 250-ish, 220-ish, 320,
It looks like 400.
320.
Oh, wow. Yes, sorry.
And Brian might be curious, but not that curious. Is Brian holding a grudge? Is Brian saying, hey, this guy just made me fold my kings. So now I'm going to play a hand like Queen 3 suited and get myself into trouble. Brian's cutting out chips for a call. There it is. And we are officially on the steam pipe. Flush good. Ash. Where is our local sticky rice? Is he on?
I haven't seen him in a while. I
Might be down in the summer.
might be in Vegas.
He might have got exported, deported.
He might be stuck at the Green Door in Vegas. Google it.
Yep.
Harlan is in the blind. Put it out there, Harlan.
Brian, you got one?
Again, cornbread, raising up to 60. Phil Ford's Jr. Green Door vet. Veronica, no. I've just lived in Vegas and heard all about it. I knew a few members. Porter 3 bets to 180 with kings.
We have all the kings. Old people swimming in the nude. Why?
That's me. He's talking about me.
Jig 3D9. What's up? What? You already saying him?
No, I'm just wondering when you're going to answer Jig 3D9. Is this live?
At some point, yeah. At some point, I'll answer some obviously some question he's asked me a million times. But standard. If not for tradition, then what else would we have?
We would have nothing.
There we go.
It's the only reason we all make love is for tradition.
Porter with the deuces makes it 60 to go. Harlan says we're not going to take it.
And Esh also is in the same band. I'm starting to love this pot. Matt, the mortgage guy, 6-4 says, let's go. King, Queen, 8 on the flop.
Ash flops the best of his pair of queens and backdoor diamond draw. Harlan. I thought he was reaching for chips there for a minute. I felt like he was thinking about doing something there. Something silly. Checks through. Harlan now picks up the nut club draw, but it does pair the board. After checks through, probably Harlan's going to bet. He does. Bets 125.
The 08 game is going strong. I'm going to be playing that afterwards. If anyone wants to drive up the stones, then come join me. Caucasian Rage, I said that earlier. He seat 9 looks like a dealer because he's wearing black. He should be wearing a Black Stones hoodie though. Everybody at the World Series of Poker was wearing Stones hoodies. And when I say everybody, I mean Lon McCarron. And there are a few other people I saw wearing Stones hoodies. Cheese Guru, Anthony, going up to 80. Brian just calls under the gun with Ace Jack. Brian is going through a phase right now. He goes through these phases where he's just like really...
Flatting the world.
Yeah, flatting his entire range. Or like just calling and then calling any raises.
He's a flat worlder.
Yeah, watches too many. What is he doing?
Yeah.
What is going? This is not the Brian I know and love.
I like what Ash is
raises
doing.
to 190. Anthony's sitting there. Brian folds, and Anthony folds. I don't understand. Like Brian really underwrapped his hand, and then I would have liked a 4-bet out of him, but then it looks he's really capped,
Here's the
just calling there.
Here's the thing, though. I mean, so Bruce, you know Brian wants to limp in a lot of hands. You notice that. Go back to the last several streams that we've seen Esh play. When's the last time you saw Esh? I mean, Esh will raise a lot of hands. We've already seen that. When's the last time you saw Esh 3-bet a hand that
true.
wasn't premium? So Esh puts in the 3-bet, and that's a ton. And it
So
totally
does
throws
Brian
off Brian's
think-
plan then.
Does Brian think his Ace Jack is crushed?
Yes. Yes.
But okay.
That his best case is 1 over.
Let's dive into Brian's mind for a second. If Brian thought his hand was crushed based on the raise, he wouldn't be calling with a 6-4 suited. He wouldn't be calling with an 8-9. He does that stuff.
Yeah,
he
but it's
knows
'cause-
his range is crushed.
Okay, but it's different. It's different. Like you're gonna get if you in a spot where you think you might simply have a dominated. Your hand might be dominated by your opponent's range. 6-4 and like 5-7 suited hands like that aren't dominated by your opponent's range. Yeah,
So
you're
he thinks he's getting crushed like Ace King, Ace Queen.
at work.
like, severely
Yeah,
crushed.
if he thinks his 3-betting the Ash's 3-betting range is only like Queens plus an Ace
Like
King.
an 8-9, he'd probably
He'd be
prefer
more,
to
yeah,
play.
he'd prefer to play.
Or he'd be
8-9.
kind of live.
Yeah, exactly.
Potentially
Yeah.
live.
And then the same thing. I'd rather have an 8-9 suited there against Ash than I would against have the Ace Jack or Ace 10.
Esh raises to 60, and everybody calls a 4-4-10 on the flop. Nothing for nobody.
Except Harlan's got a lot of 4s.
Oh, Harlan's got a 4-3, pardon me.
And Harlan's just looking across the board, who's going to pay me? Checks through. Ash with a nut draw. We'll probably see him bet if it checks to him.
And Baldy says, walk over there and smack him, Veronica. Yeah, damn right,
Cornbread
Tobo.
turns open-ended. Matt, the mortgage guy, also turns open-ended, but he's on the worst end of it. So it's bet by the Jack-9 straight draw, called by the King-Jack straight draw. Nut flush draw now here for Ash. We know he's not folding. And Harlan will probably pop all these guys if it comes back to him. There's the call. Now how much does Harlan smack these kids around for? A lot of white chips. And everyone's still drawing very live.
Looks like 650.
It's going to be 500 to call here.
Oh, 500. Oh, raise 450. I'm sorry. I thought it was 650.
Yeah, I actually think you're right. That was more like 650 if I'm not mistaken.
I thought there was an extra white chip underneath each
It looked
pile.
like it to me. Now Ash with club draw. The board is already paired.
No ace.
Harlan crushing souls.
Harlan says no ace, baby. You want that ace, Harlan. Ace will pay you off. Matt, mortgage guy, 94 big blinds. Why the needle?
Served it up.
I mean, it's a lot of big blinds, but I just feel like our tech guys kind of needle people. A needle
People
below
that they know
the
can
blind.
take it, sure.
Just like a slight needle. It's that needle where you walk by and you don't realize you're getting needled until you go home and like you lay in bed and you think about it and you're like, oh my god, I was needled.
Ozzy went to go do a line of run good.
I think Anthony's girlfriend is in the chat because she's like, shout out to Anthony for being a cutie pie.
It's his mom.
It is his mom. He lives in the basement. She's making him spaghetti right now.
Mom, don't you have to come into my room when I'm crushing?
Mom, stop! You're embarrassing me. Porter races to 60. Ace 10. Under the gun +1. Looks like Esh in the hijack calls. Harlan calls also.
When he says hashtag basement line. It's real. if you've ever known a poker player, you probably also have known a broke poker player at some point, or a poker player who's been broke at some point. Basement life is very real.
Show me a poker player who hasn't been broke
Right.
at some point. Ace, queen, queen on the flop. Harlan flops top pair. Porter flops top pair.
Yeah. Yeah, with maybe some background now.
Porter's betting, and this really surprises me. On ace, queen, queen, I mean, you only get value from worse aces. But it's hard for them to have an ace when we have the ace, obviously. This, to me, feels like a pretty standard check.
Stupid bet.
Did Harlan just say that's a stupid bet?
I almost folded 3 flops for this very reason. That's what
And Harlan's gonna fold.
What? Would you do such a thing?
I don't have no kicker.
Porter shows the hand. Steve O'Dwyer was sleeping on Scott Seaver's couch at this time 5 years ago. It happens. I mean,
I'm still sleeping on someone's couch
My first instinct was right. Don't play that 8.
in outside the garbage bin. Stone.
2-5 Miller, board check on the 2-5. Shelby, board check.
I eat cheese sandwiches.
Bink 1984 asks if we will be at Stones for the Vloggers game. Veronica's hosting the game, commentating with Bart Hansen.
Patrick, board check
I
2-5.
will be likely degenning away here as well, because that's my life.
Patrick Min, board check 2-5.
I'm going to take the next day off and have a glass of wine with Bart.
Justo, board check on the 2-5. Justo. David B.
Ace Jack 5 on the flop. Ash picks up the inside straight draw and needs a king. Peter's still ahead here with the sixes. And Matt, the only one with nothing at all, he bets when everyone checks to him. So do you know about the new map portion of Snapchat?
I saw something about that where you can see where people are, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. Actually, I'm sure I don't like that.
If you haven't
Especially-
been active, it'll show you as sleeping in the place where you're at, so it like follows you all the time. I turned mine off, but Anthony's my Snapchat friend, and I opened it up, and the first thing I saw was his Bitmoji sleeping in an armchair. I took a screenshot of it and I sent it to him, and I was like super ultra creep mode right now.
Shib1, are we reading the chat? Haven't decided yet.
Yeah, Shib one. We'll think
I don't
about
know.
it.
I don't know. So how do I
So open up, yeah. So and then pinch.
pinch? What?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Oh, there's Ryan. I don't know who that is, but there's people.
Can
Those are your people that
I?
you follow. You can put only me ghost mode. Or you can have your friends see where you are. Oh, dangerous grounds. See, I have like 250 friends, so I just can't share my location. Even though I live in a gated community in the garbage bin. Near singularity. What's the point of commentating then on Twitch? I'm not sure what you mean. Like, what's the point of life? Why are we here? What is this is? We have a 5, 10, 20 game, ladies and gentlemen. If this is your first time tuning in, hit the heart, follow us. We'll let you know when we go live every Monday and Wednesday. Matt the Mortgage Guy, under the gun, raises to 55 with a Queen Jack offsuit. And gets called from Esh, 4-7-10. Esh, what a flop for Esh. Flop's open-ended. Oh, sorry, inside straight draw. Pardon me. Matt the Mortgage Guy.
Filler Ho does Junior. No. The gated community doesn't know that she's squatting there, so I mean, don't like.
It's not. It's
just
not like
be rude.
I actually pay rent there. It's like
She's just there.
there's a garbage bin that's very luxurious there, and I sleep there on a mattress in a van down by the river.
chips. 11.
Horrible old man with those eyebrows.
Yeah,
They're only going to get more bushy and go higher up as you
pretty much.
Charlie Chapman that chip. Mew says, I heard LAX is a good place to sleep. Next to Kim Kardashian. You Richie says, well, at least it's big enough to hold a mattress. Yep.
Ash with a pair. Some blind on blind violence. And a snap call from Harlan.
The defender. Jack 9-5 on the flop.
I would be checking if I was Ash.
Ash still best.
Harlan's gonna have a lot of hands he's gonna defend with that, gonna coordinate with that board.
125 out of Ash.
Hold down the fork real quick.
What if both of us leave at the same time? This game is uncapped. If you'd like to take out a second mortgage on your home and come sit down and play our 10-20 game, be my guest. Right now, the biggest chip stack is about 7,000. I am Veronica Brill. If you're on Twitter, I'm angry_Polak. Send me a tweet. Get in the game. Cards are in the air. Porter's picked up a hand he likes. 8-9. He is on the button. He calls. Harlan in the big blind. He's reaching for chips. He's putting in a raise. It looks like 75, 70, 75. Oh, sorry, raised to 90. I didn't see that extra green chip. Porter calls. Flop is 6, queen, ace, 2 clubs. Harlan with an inside straight draw. Porter with a lot of optimism potentially. Nope. Phil Hoarder, Sir Jr., Hoarders Jr. says that I'm a good follow on Twitter. You can vouch. Thank you. I have my good moments. I definitely have some bad tweets. I am a human though. You're not going to get a bot Twitter follow. But I have some good moments. Sometimes I pin my tweets for too long. You know, I enjoy some of my tweets. It is what it is. Brian is essentially under the gun. It is a 5-10-20 game. 3 blinds. I always like a hand that Brian's involved in. Makes the game better. Peter's reaching for chips. Peter's got an ace-jack. He looks like he's just calling. In the hijack. Ash, king 6, calling. Harlan, this looks like we're going to have a family Thanksgiving dinner.
Got me a draw. On any pair.
3-8 king on the flop. Ash picks up a king. Matt the mortgage guy, he's got an 8. It looks like it got checked around to Ash. Ash bets out 100. Harlan with a quick call. Matt the mortgage guy also. Harlan says second pair. Yes, please. Peter is the only one getting out of this hand. Jack on the turn. Checked around. Deuce on the river. This is a fun hand. They're not going crazy in this hand. This is a friendly hand. Checked around on the river. I know, like, this is not very fun. It would have been great if we had like a $10,000 pot while Jake was gone, and then he would like regret leaving for the next 5 years. Like he talks about missing that bad beat. Just as a friend, it's always fun to just watch your friend be miserable. No? I'm a horrible friend. B. Ritchie says V Thrills. Yep. Harlan, our chip leader. No, I'm just kidding. It's a cash game. Buy in for what you want. RS, LXF, don't worry, Jake's coming back. It's not the end of the world. You're stuck with me just temporarily. Anthony raises to 60 with an ace queen under the gun. Ace queen of clubs. Esh reaching for chips. Just a call with a king 4 in the cutoff. And Matt says Jack 9, yes please, in the small blind. And Cornbread, I love this. He said let's go upstairs. 3-betting this. It looks like 260 to maybe 235. Let's see what the graphics say. 260. Anthony, ace queen. You just got 3-bet. You're in early position. Well, you're under the gun. I mean, you still have position over the 3-better. I mean, there's a potential for a 4-bet here. Just calls. Marie says, Veronica, do you think Porter should get rid of the beard? No. A bearded man is a good man. Everybody's out of the way besides the 2 ace queens. And this is not going to be very fun. Poker Pro Eric, should Jake get rid of the beard? No. Have you seen him without his beard?
It's really bad. Really bad.
It's like me without my weave. It's bad.
Did I miss anything?
No, actually, I was hoping that you missed like a massive hand, but you absolutely missed nothing.
I had to go turn a trick for a tournament buy-in.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed.
That's why I can't play tournaments anymore. I'm getting old. No one wants to buy my tricks.
Mad Boar, what's up?
Matt Bohr, what's up? Nice to see you in the chat. On the front page again, we are?
Yeah.
With only 200 viewers? I don't know about that. I don't know if I believe that. You're talking to me about Jesus right now. I don't know if I believe. Ash reaching for chips. Ash wants to play. Raises to 60. It's just greasy enough to keep people in, you know? Where's Brian? Where is Brian with the 6-3?
He's disheartened. A couple things to knock on Brian's way, and Brian has lost his spirit.
I don't love this Brian. I love the Brian that's like, F it. The F it button's always on.
And giving players bad beats and ruining people's lives and days and having a great time.
And like that switch broke off. Yes.
I mean, we can't all Harlan all the time.
Yes. Yes, we can. Challenge accepted.
Brian can Harlan with the best of them. But not everyone can Harlan.
Brian used to Harlan better than Harlan could Harlan.
That's true. I mean, yeah.
Brian, oh man, I can't say it. God, I wish I had one more shot of tequila in me. Esh races to 60. Esh is finding his little sweet spot right now tonight. Harlan calls with a 10-8 suited, and we love it. Matt, in the cutoff, 3-bets to 220. Is this game out of the muck officially?
If you listen to Matt, what he said, like as soon as he took the chips and he kind of like, I don't think Matt meant to 3-bet. I think Matt.
Oops, I didn't mean to 3-bet.
But how do you put in 220 chips on accident? You're trying to like call 60.
Oops, I don't know how I grabbed these little $100 chips accidentally.
Your friend knows that behind you on the stream.
I mean, intentionally 3-betting ace 5 to 220 makes more sense than flatting ace 5.
You're not gonna flat ace 5.
That's what I'm saying.
You're
yeah.
gonna 3-bet ace 5.
I just kind of like when he. I thought I just saw some posh or some body language out of Matt there when he said like I somehow grabbed the wrong chips.
I think like you do that with a really strong hand, like I
If
accidentally
he's angling,
splashed.
but Matt's not a guy to angle, so.
Okay, so
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
I totally misread what I thought I heard and or saw.
either way, it doesn't make sense to me. I think he meant to raise, but yeah, maybe he meant to raise a different amount. All right, and he's getting action, and this is what we love and adore about Harlan.
Three-way, three-bet pot.
Standard Wednesday night for us. King 3-3 on the flop. Oh man, we were hoping for a better board. We were hoping to get some action. Sixes are still ahead here. Now let's see what Matt does when he's checked to.
There's about $700 in the pot.
Grinding Away says he's changing his screen name to Shot of Tequila. Yes. He's going to continue the aggression. It looks like just under 400 or just over. 360, yeah.
Eshkent continues. He's got Harlan behind him. If it was heads up, it might be a different story. But then again, like, to be out of position, we might be able to think more about flatting sixes in position, out of position, a little ambitious. And he's got to worry about Harlan being behind him. I don't see how we continue here at all. And Harlan's hand's a no-brainer.
There's nothing worse than flatting and then the cream in your cookie decides to raise and you want to barf. Which is often how I find myself. Matt the mortgage guy takes it down.
It's a good game.
There's no chance that Black calling you. You call Harlan that's free.
Porter under the gun makes it 65 to go with the king jack off. Esh makes a call with pocket fours. Harlan says yes with the king 10 off. Cornbread jack 10.
I know.
Comes along as well. And now Brian, back to a Brian thing to do. Flat the button in position, or flat the button, I should say.
Especially with the boards you're going to have.
Ozzy's back to being card dead. And all is right in the universe again.
Queen 9-7.
Open-ended straight draw for Cornbread. No one's got a queen or a 9. And those two overs to any pair that anyone's holding, and an inside or an open-ended straight draw, gives Cornbread 20% equity. Porter, with the inside straight draw, who was the original aggressor, he leads for 265. Harlan, also an inside straight draw, worst king high. He's got to worry about two players being behind him. He might think that Porter's up to something here.
Little does he know he's slim pickings for the jacks.
Now Porter's only got $600 behind him. If you're Cornbread here, part of you like, do we just get it in, or do you figure like I got no fold equity, or he got no money if I make it? He lays it down.
I can't live that life. I can't live that folding life. Folding.
I mean, it's whether or not you want to gamble for $800.
Yes.
Almost $900 with an opening straight draw.
Yes.
I mean, you and I do, but that's you and I.
Yes, I do, and I want to make love to someone else that does. Welcome to the stream, ladies and gentlemen, if you just got here.
If Porter has a few more chips back, I wonder which way Cornbread would have gone there. Does he? I mean, I don't need like a lot more, but like a few more. I mean, does Cornbread like jam it, or does he flat? You know, and think, okay, well, I can get paid if I make it.
Turn his hand into a bluff. I mean, you can't.
I would think that with Porter leading into that many players, that he would actually have a pretty solid hand. So I wouldn't think I wouldn't expect to have much fold equity there with a Jack 10. I think flatting would have been our only option.
Ash raises to 75 with an ace king. Our own Jason Mercier holds, aka Cheese Guru, aka Anthony. Matt calls, Porter calls, 5, 10 jack on the flop. Porter flops a 10. Matt flops a 10. Matt also has the backdoor flush draw. And Porter checks. Esh bets 180.
Esh betting 180.
Just, I feel like, is C betting like super mandatory all the time?
2000 and Esh.
2000 and Esh, it is mandatory. Matt 4 says
I mean, obviously, Ace King's one of our best is the best check back we can have, or check hand we can have there.
the world needs more cornbread
The world needs more cornbread.
and sticky rice and crispy
Crispy
bacon.
bacon.
And cheese guru.
I
And
feel like we're
Polish
missing
sausage.
someone. I feel
Polish
like we're missing
sausage.
someone. Esh is double barreling. There's a lot of draws on the board. Also now, pocket queens or queens plus pulled ahead of Jack 10 for the fives pairing. And Matt, the mortgage guy, is tuned into something here. He is not believing Esh at all. Matt, the mortgage guy, now rivers 2 pair. We're still losing the queens plus. The queen 9 gets there.
He's not losing to Queens Plus.
Yeah, he is.
Queens?
Queens plus with queens and fives.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Check, check.
I had 8, 10. It's like yeah, had you not called, I was calling.
And Matt, the mortgage guy, with a soul read on the turn.
I felt like at least had a jack there.
Just not buying it. Veronica and Friends, third Wednesday of every month. The 1-3 game that plays like a 5-10 gone wild.
I feel like we need to change that picture. That picture's like 2014. When did we start the stream? 15?
15.
It's 2015. It's even before the stream started.
That was in our very, very, very infancy.
Yes. When you were just a toddler.
Don't deal in,
As opposed to now.
and Azana's not allowed to win the game.
Harlan's telling Azan what he can and can't do. And laughing.
You only won because I pulled it.
Harlan's wearing blue shirt, white hat. Azan's wearing white shirt, blue hat. They called each other before the show. Said, let's coordinate this.
Made the best pitch.
Let's both bring our sexy to the stream. Harlan hasn't beat, obviously. Look at Harlan's muscles. Sorry, you're not looking at that, are you? This is a bomb pot, I believe.
It's a bomb.
It is the bomb. 335 in the pot.
That's true. That was very similar to like
Change dealers.
It was like 984.
And here we go. Everyone sees the flop. 9-8-2s. And now poker's played as usual. And Matt, the mortgage guy's got queens. And he
What a
checks it.
time.
Oh, I love it. It's dirty. He's going to try to get the money in.
Ins.
Get the monies in. Comes back to Ash. Cornbread, who bets 300 with top pair, top kicker, just call.
Now if he gets a jack, he'll have a straight. Still ahead here with queens.
Check, check. And the hard thing about these bomb pots, there's so many random hands. Like someone can be like, oh, he can have 9-5, he can have deuce 5, he can have 10. I mean, all sorts of raggedy hands. Matt leads for 300, and there's no way we call for cornbread. Bomb pots. $1 million limit hold'em.
I've never seen anyone so depressed saying that. If you haven't listen to Jake's depressing story of his limit hold'em challenge, please tweet him.
Unlimited Hold'em challenged. Aunt Doom, call your mother in the chat. What's
Call
up,
your
buddy?
mother. You cannot be replaced. You can't be replaced with another
Someone's
Anthony.
trying to out Anthony you. Anthony.
Yeah, why aren't you on the stream anymore, Aunt Doom? Did you get everything you needed? He does snap me though. He has the best niece in the entire world. She has an IQ of like Einstein.
Lost it all at dice. I love it.
Being broke has never stopped anyone from playing poker, Anthony. FYI. We got lots of people in a pot. $80 pre-flop. Queen, queen, 9. Checked around 4. Brian picks up a spade draw.
Quarters are the best hand here with pocket ace, but I can't imagine putting a ton of money in here. Or any at all for that matter. But we can bluff catch now. Eights are good. Checks through.
I had a dream last night that I killed you, and then I was like
Oh, thank
running
God.
away from the law.
Thank God.
Running away from the law.
Were you at least you pulled it off, or was it like attempted?
I was like,
you killed
no, I
it?
did.
Thank God.
And then like I ran to Mexico because I wouldn't run to Canada. It's too cold. You can't hide out there.
Yeah, you're just pale enough. You might just blend in with all the snow.
I was trying to avoid life in jail.
The abominable snow broad. Like,
You know what? I could probably live in an igloo there just fine. As long as I had alcohol, I'd pay people to just bring me alcohol. I could probably find the love of my life up there
yeah.
in the middle of the tundra.
In the Great White North. Cornbread opens up the pot with pocket fours.
Snow broad.
Yeah, Nick was like, not a snow bunny, it's a snow broad. The abominable snow broad. Brian makes a call with the 5-4 suited.
That was the stupidness of my dream. I shouldn't have been running south. I should have been running north. Ace Jack 7 on the flop. 2 hearts. Matt's the only guy with a heart. Nothing really for nobody. Lewis Swags is showing the Canadian abdominal snow broad. Abdominal.
Abdominal? The abdominal snow broad? She's like right here. Right here is where it hurts. From all the boozy, you know. The abdominal snow broad. Jesus, you're retarded.
I quit.
Oh my God.
I became retarded like when I met tequila. And James has been watching too much Dexter. That was a few years ago.
It was a little while ago. Bo Richie says, anybody have a favorite nemesis or dealer? Stop being superstitious.
Yes. Stop it. None of it's true.
There's dealers I like that I like more than others just because they're good dealers. You know, I mean, exceptional dealers.
Do you get a deck
Jen.
change?
Yeah. Setup
When
change.
people get setup changes, I want to like not buy them a drink.
Dealers that can pitch really fast and keep the game going, keep a good track of the action. A good PLO dealer is worth their weight in gold.
Brian raises 75. Finally a playable hand. Ace, King, 9. It's science, folks.
2 pair for Peter.
Ace on the flop.
Brian, no diamond. 2 overcards is still gonna fire away.
Peter just calls. King on
Peter
the turn.
gets counterfeited. Still got the best hand though.
Brian checks now. Peter leads. What do you
Peter-
think of his lead, though? Is it King? I mean,
Or the bet? That's not a lead, but I mean the bet.
the bet.
I would be checking back.
View Richie says setup changes just for bathroom breaks. Yeah, so you don't miss the bad beat, right? There are some places that even if you play your blinds, if you're standing up, if you're away from the table, you don't get a piece of the bad beat.
Really? Mm-hmm. Those are Nazis.
Yes.
They actually want you to be physical. It doesn't matter if you don't. They want you to be physically present at the table.
Yes.
As if somehow, some way,
Yes.
you're being at the table, influence the action to go down, and the cards come out in just the right manner.
I'm not saying, I'm just saying, I think it's a horrible rule.
I concur.
If you pay your blinds, you should get your bad beat.
I agree.
That.
Yeah, as long as you paid your blinds, and I think being dealt in that hand is fine as well.
White rice.
But having to be at the table, screw that.
I mean, his nickname is Sticky Rice.
Now they're talking about sticky rice at the table.
He's always good for some action.
The mailman thinks we're discriminating. Got no agency.
He doesn't live here. I think he lives.
Brian makes a 60 to go with the queen jack off.
Brian finally woke up.
I got this.
3-5 jack. Brian's got a jack.
And Harlan leads into him. Harlan's open-ended. Laying his own price to draw. Brian makes a call with top pair.
Bring it into our
Queen on the turn.
Top two now for Brian. I would not expect us to have much fold equity here if I was Harlan. I wouldn't lead again. I would definitely be checking here. I think what leads, is Queen going to have on Queen Jack 3 other than Queen Jack?
Take one, Eric.
But it doesn't make sense.
We don't want to.
250.
The cool dud, it's because I am old. Thank you for noticing. You're a wizard. Private investigator. Harlan's calling this. He's got the gamble in him. And I get the needle from Nightbot. Just a reminder, this is not an age-restricted site. Strong needle by Nightbot.
That's good. Harlan's taking a long time to call this. I'm kind of curious as to why.
Is the gamble in him not strong anymore? Oh wow.
What is
He's letting
this
it
is?
go.
You have no dirty outs.
What happened to the Harlan I used to love and adore? He's too much of a crusher. I don't think he's allowed on Veronica and Friends. Harlan, you've officially been exited from Veronica and Friends. I can't live this life anymore.
Mr. Camotech, what's going on? That surprises me. I mean, one thing if you have if you have some dirty outs or making one straight make a bigger straight,
Yes.
and or if it's gonna put, especially also sometimes we're making a straight, it's gonna put a 4-card straight on the board, and then we're not we getting paid. But on 3-5 Queen Jack and the 6-4, all our outs are clean. There's no reason to believe that you wouldn't pay off a 7 or a
There's
deuce.
nothing having outs as pure as Colombian cocaine.
The other thing, you have to really think that Brian has the best hand, but it's particularly weak, where he won't stay off in the riverbeds. In which you think he has he's near blasting off 9s or something silly like that, but it wouldn't make sense for him to bet. So if you think he's firing, he's calling a lead and then betting. Reason enough to think that he's got a strong enough hand that might call off a river bet.
That was a normal fold for Peter. Very odd for Harlan.
Yes, not a fan. I don't like it.
Poker Pro Eric says, but folds now? Question. I know, I don't understand it.
Gusta Nuts.
Babyface ATL, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Walked in at the right time. Colombian cocaine, baby. There's nothing more pure. Say hello to my little friends.
That's the stack race.
So strange. I just don't know what this is anymore.
That's the stack race.
Honestly, I didn't even pay attention to that second.
Arlen doesn't get out of bed for it costs less than 5,000. That's why he didn't go to that one. It's less than 5,000. He only wins the big ones.
Yeah, I don't know.
Azan back to being card dead. There we go, Harlan. Harlan's gonna raise it up here to 75 with the King Jack off. Matt's gonna call with the King 5 suited on the button. Brian says yes. And Anthony's joined Azan in being card dead. Nut flush draw for Matt, the mortgage guy. Inside straight draw for Harlan. And Brian is bricking like he's been doing all night long. Cue Veronica singing all night long. Checks to Matt. Harlan might worry here that a queen of clubs would be a dirty out. He's right. Harlan's folding. And that's easy. Just flop the second best hand, or technically third. Wait for everyone to check and pretend to run better.
It took me 5 years just to get the point. Huh? It took me 5 years just to get the point.
Peter under the gun, ace jack offsuit. We saw him limp in ace jack suited earlier. So what he likes to do here, he's gonna open it up. Raise to 75. Slots Pro says hi to Veronica, who is absent with us currently. Esh makes the call to Queen Jack suited. Slots Pro says hi, Veronica, even though you weren't here.
Hi, Slots Pro. Gus, the Nuts 9 is in the hizzy. You probably already talked to him.
I don't believe I did.
Stone slab cards. 4-6 king. Who was talking about the flops while I was gone?
No, we had no
Nobody?
flops.
Yeah.
We had no flops. We were flopless.
That's what I thought.
Peter's gonna check it over to Ash. Ash is gonna take a bluff at it. Peter's gonna try to run him down with the ace jack. He does have a jack of diamonds. Speaking of diamonds, 9 comes off, giving Ash an inside straight draw. Peter now does pick up the diamond draw. He also has the best hand with ace high.
4 on the river, pairs the board. Changes nothing.
Ash is gonna give it up. Yeah, I just don't know anymore, man. I just don't know.
You never really lived life until you're questioning everything you knew and loved.
You want to see Owner Stone's live broadcast? Hashtag get in the game. Text or call 702-465-9450. Or email Jake
that
Rice.
number at 3 in the morning.
StonesGamblingHall.com.
3 in the morning is the best time to text that number. Yay,
House
poker.
JK at Cadabra. Yay, poker.
House
Service
DJ
on 11, please.
Cadabra.
My earpiece.
Slotsbro says, miss you and me playing the tables tonight.
I'm going to play some 08 because the game is going, so I'm going to sit down on that game once the stream is done.
Sunday we've been getting a 612 full kill.
I actually have heard, and I saw your snap.
Had 2 tables. Good game.
2 tables?
Yes.
Oh my
We're gonna-
god. Why do I have homework?
Looks like we're going to be running it like every Sunday now.
I want to be done my homework by Sunday this time.
You got to get your priorities in check.
I know. Stupid school.
Border, top pair, top kicker, but the board's all hearts. Harlan makes 2 pair. He's got the same problem though.
Things got more blood flow than ours does, so.
So probably.
Yeah, probably less.
Harlan's going to call the 160.
Also more meat in the leg and everything else, so there's
Service.
Porter's looking at his chips like he still wants to bet. There's 535 in the pot,
All
and he
it
stuffs it.
is Thanksgiving, and the
2x
pot
jam.
hot as a turkey. Sacco One Kings fan, what's up? Nice to see you in the chat.
Porter jammed 2x pot.
I really, it's a huge stuff, but Harlan, can Harlan fold this? Harlan isn't capable of folding 2 pair.
If he flopped a flush,
Good for
would
him.
he do this?
No. A 1-3 game? Yes. This game? No. Quarter? No. Porter's gonna try to get some value
I
on
think
the straight.
I think Harlan's gonna call. Poker Pro Erickson think it's an easy fold.
No, not out of Harlan. Not at, like, if they flop the flush, nice. He might have like a 9 ace with an ace of hearts. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that would seem much more reasonable to do this with.
Yes.
Not ace eight, but I mean when Harlan.
Yeah, babyface ATL, I agree. Like, I don't
Porter
think many
says
people
I'm
are
ahead.
jamming that flush.
Porter tells Harlan he's ahead. Harlan now shows him an 8. If Porter rolls over his 8, Harlan's gonna snap him.
I can't believe Harlan's folding this.
Harlan hasn't folded yet. He's just now showing Porter the bad news. Has yet to make the call.
He just overbet the pot.
He just overbet the pot, he said. Smells like a bluff. I don't like.
I got 8-9 on the 9.
Now, what's Harlan's mood like? We just saw him earlier fold, getting a pretty good price, fold and open into straight draw.
I know. What is
Harlan
this?
not in the mood to gamble right now?
You mean Harlan is not in the mood to Harlan right now? Is that what you're saying?
Does Harlan maybe have some side bet action? Like, hey, if I run my stack up to over 7K or 6K, maybe he's got like some bet on the side.
Harlan, you're officially kicked out of Verdict and Friends.
Harlan now lays it down.
Tomorrow night.
I actually have lost all of my
I'm
love
gonna
for
go home tonight
Harlan.
and watch it.
There was a marriage
It's
proposal.
a different Harlan.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no now. I can't live this life anymore, Harlan.
I'm
thought I
surprised
knew
Harlan.
you.
I'm surprised Harlan folds there. I mean, even we still have outs, and we don't love getting in that much money. He's in 2x pots with the turn, and we have 2 pair on all hard board. But I mean, we still do have outs.
This is what happens when you think too long about it. Harlan!
I had one horse and he dropped out. I bought 10% of that.
Oh, Harlan says he has 10% of Nat.
For the main, yeah.
Damn, Daniel. I'm buying a couple percentage of a couple people.
He said he had 2 employees quit like last minute. Yeah.
God, Poker Pro Eric is like such a troll, like a commentary troll. 4-9 jack on the flop. Brian's still ahead with queens. Such a, like, what's going on with Brian tonight? Brian and Harlan are different. He limped in with king, or he overcalled with king.
He flatted the kings. He limps in queens.
Like, what's going on with Harlan and Brian tonight? Our 2 go-tos.
They're using the stream as advertising. Like, no, I'm type player. You must. I always have nuts.
Yes, I fold.
I fold. I don't know.
My name, I eat salad, and
I am Peter.
I am Peter.
I don't get it.
Piotrek. I am Piotrek.
Peter. Porter makes too many pairs, but none of them are any good.
I don't know.
Could find a
how-
better spot. Jesus Christ. This isn't
I
a
don't
tournament,
know-
guys.
It's Poker Pro Eric saying that?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know
Mr.
how I
Camilton.
feel about life anymore. You know, like, you're completely shaken to the core. That's not how I feel I am right now. I don't know anything anymore.
House DJ Cadabra says thinking that a name pro wins the main this year, now that there's no November 9. It should help pros, not like they need help, but it should, puts the amateurs at even more of a disadvantage because they can't spend as much time studying. Although on the other side of it, like with the November 9, players that know how to study, professional players, you're giving them more time to work out all the spots. We saw what Martin Jacobson did with his time, come back to the final table and execute perfectly, damn near. But I do prefer the play it through, no November 9 as we're gonna have this year finally.
Yes,
I just think
the
it
way
makes.
it always was,
Yeah,
up until it wasn't.
yeah, and I'd rather see players play the final table as they've been playing.
It's so much more of a grind. You know,
Yeah.
playing 7
when
days
everyone's
straight.
tired and beat to
Yeah,
shit.
the way a real
And
poker
you haven't
tournament
hired a
is.
poker coach for the last
Yeah,
6
for
months.
the last 6. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it. Poker's a freaking grind. It should reflect that.
Yeah, you should be. Yeah, I remember years
Be
and years back.
exhausted.
Yeah, you've lost
You
a
should
bunch
be
of weight.
hungover because you've been at the strip clubs all night because you partied because you made the final table.
I remember years and years ago, Brandon came to, made a really deep running. It might have been 7, 8 years ago, maybe longer. I don't remember. And I remember after 6 days of playing, he said, yeah, he'd lost like 12 or 15 pounds, just, malnourishment. And you could, and someone's late stage tournament play, he said to himself, I mean, that grind took an effect on
That was
his
before
brain.
All American Dave.
Yeah.
When you
Where
couldn't
just,
get
like,
real
tweet.
food.
Yeah, you couldn't get like real food.
You relied on like the milk from Starbucks to nourish you.
Actually, yeah, like 2011, yeah, right in there.
King, queen, 3, 2 spades.
Matt J3309 says these announcers are being douchey. What gives?
We're just douchebags, man. What else do you want? I mean,
What do you want from us? There are auditions. You could take our job.
Terrible says, hopefully Negreanu and Doug Polk battle heads up for the main event title will be the best outcome ever for poker. Of course it would.
Yes.
Probability that it's going to happen,
0.
0.
Close to.
I just want to get the same feature table and watch them battle it out.
Negreanu is fun to watch. He is an entertaining poker player.
And Doug Polk is a wizard.
Doug Polk is a wizard. He came across like such a douchebag to me, but then you're like, no, he's actually a really good.
He's not just a potato chip.
Yeah, I thought he was a potato chip, and I actually enjoy his YouTube channel and all the stuff. Although he does talk like a potato chip. Brian races to 75, and Esh calls, Porter calls, 3-way, 5-jack, ace, 2 clubs. Brian and Porter both flop a flush draw.
Porter's got top pair to go along with his. Brian has a inside straight draw to go along with his, and we should see some chips fly in the middle. And hopefully Ash tries to bluff them all. And here comes a raise. And Brian just might be feeling a little bit gambly. Brian hasn't run too well tonight. Been put in some weird spots. Had pulled the kings earlier after Ash double barreled.
I've seen Brian.
All in
There it
and a
is.
call.
Yeah.
Once or twice is the only question. And Doom just wants to see Scotty win drunk at the table again.
Yeah, that's always a great thing. I enjoy a drunk loudmouth.
And here, Brian says once or 3 times. 1 or 3 times. I love Brian. I'm back on level Brian again. Once or thrice. Still debating how many times to run it.
House DJ Debra says, LOL, pretty sure Matiso was one of those people upset at NPR tweeting the Declaration of Independence yesterday. Matiso totally destroyed my world when Todd Brunson came up to me at the World Series. Matiso just comes with this little cart in between us and starts talking bad beat stories. I'm like, dude, we're having a moment.
Alright, they're gonna run it twice.
Ooh, that's a good hand.
Brian was not dead. Brian turns the open into straight flush draw. Porter scoops. Porter gets both boards.
Curse him.
And you got there and there's still no.
Person X9 called it. Clubs will be hella action.
The limelight gauge there. You can order as much food as you want if you want. I weigh like 35 more.
We really should be running this game on Mondays. Mondays we get lots of viewers, and this is a nice big game. Jason McRoberts in the hizzy. Used to be a stream regular. What happened to him? Pitter patter my heart.
Baccarat and unclean women.
There's still so good.
That'll do
I
it.
went there
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago.
You forgot tequila.
No, he's one of the best. We still love him.
But
Yeah, so you can stay table max. So you get
Dark
their
side
rate,
problems.
Different got chips and
he was drinking the Dark Aid though, Poker Pro Eric.
I guess Ellie goes in there from time to time. Yeah, plays the whole night.
Brian's counting his money.
We're in the reload mode.
Chips, table 11.
I guess your real action roll kind of thing.
Gus Donuts 9 says, Veronica, you're a babe. Thank you. But also told Stone Slide Poker. Bob, Veronica's a babe. 9 on the turn. Matt picks up 2 pair. Peter still with a 10. And calls Matt's bet of 80. Deuce of diamonds on the turn. Matt gets the check mark. Pot is 345.
How about it's 230? Flop go check, right?
Yes, turn was
Flop,
bet.
flop check. I think flop go check. Peter, I mean, you got a pretty good 10. I can't fault him for calling here. Spades did miss. Straight draws missed. I don't think it's the worst call in the world if for Peter. He's gonna let it go. It's the right fold. Long term, like I said, I don't hate calling down, especially after the flop goes check. We got a pretty good 10 and the flush draw missed. We're not loving it, but Matt J333 and I said, don't donkey call. Let me do what I want.
You don't tell me what to do.
I can be a POW if I want to.
Yeah.
Anthony and Zahn have just gone completely like hard in. They have just like
Oh, I thought
staring.
you were going to say that they're in love.
No, they're staring into each other's eyes,
They're
telling
totally
each other
in love.
like
Look at
how
them.
bad their hands are,
It's so cute. I love when
texting each other at the table even though they're sitting next to each other.
they, like heart emojis. And
Yeah.
stuff.
I like the way you
Can
fold.
my-
No, I like the way you fold.
Can my Bitmoji go on a date with your Bitmoji? When the dick pics happen, though, that's when it's real.
Yeah. I want to put my chips in your pot.
Esh races to 60. Cornbread and Ryan say yes. So does Matt. King, Queen, 5 on the flop. Brian flops a queen. Everyone else, Esh has a 5, bottom pair.
Ryan hits his queen. He's got a kind of a crappy kicker. King's on board.
Yeah, if
Probably
everyone
check all the way
checks to him,
through. No,
he'll
Ash
check
is
on
going to
him.
fire out with a 5. God bless his heart.
Chum the waters. Slots Pro asks, what's good to eat after this game ends? Anything on the Sammy's restaurant menu.
I'm just going to say, I don't know why we don't have sushi here at Stone's.
No, I don't know why we don't have guacamole and chips.
This isn't Chevy's.
I love guacamole and chips proper.
Hey, no one loves guac and chips more than I do. I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's like it fits like the thing.
I think it does. We have duck tacos, we have fish tacos, we have like all kinds of different ethnic foods. Why can't we have guacamole and chips?
Because I'd rather have sushi. If we're gonna campaign for one thing, it should be sushi. Fold to the blinds.
We have to campaign for one thing.
If you're gonna, I mean, if you start getting like, oh, we want to overhaul the entire menu and do all this kind of stuff like that, the chances of that happening is minimal. But if you really, hey, can we get this one thing? That's, I think
Go
much more
talk to the
probable.
head chef.
I might just go do that.
What kind of sushi roll are you gonna ask for? If you ask for California roll, don't bother. Don't bother.
No, that's dumb. No, roll.
I hate when people say I eat sushi. Yeah, I eat California rolls. You don't eat sushi.
Flop comes 7-7 queen. Ace jack versus 9-8.
Have you?
And I'm agree with Bill Ritchie because you eat chip crumbs all over the table. That is so true.
Yeah, but you're not always eating while you're playing.
Your confidence is going to be like,
You put chip
I
and
want.
guac on the menu
Why can't I have the option?
because
I want the option of having chips and guac.
nut no pair for Anthony, an inside straight draw. He's gonna bet 100 at it.
I know that you want less finger foods when you're playing. So I guess like you want chopsticks and sushi.
Yes.
I will take sushi. I'm just saying that like there are times I'm really in the mood for guacamole.
Yeah. No one's saying that that's a bad thing or like.
Just like breakfast all day. That's another good thing. I just love food. Just like food. I'm also I think I'm winning my weight loss bet.
Who's bet with?
Gus to nuts. You're horrible. I can't say
Okay.
because that person's gonna stay fat.
Porter raises to 75. He's got aces. And Ash is going to put in a 3-bet with a 7-8 suited. I like this play by Ash. It's just the wrong timing here.
There's just so much-
Harlan has found his newfound folds, King Jack suited. The old Harlan would have called there.
There's so much sex talk in the chat right now. Like you guys make
Spicy Veronica roll.
you guys make me look tame.
Yeah, like I can see the back being like pretty tough. Like even from.
All right, guys, gonna do a rapid fire.
Order with the aces. Is he just
Porter's
wrong?
just calling.
I don't mind it.
I think they're a little too deep to be doing this. I think you try to get a little bit more money in there.
Deuce 5-9.
And we're gonna check raise here, right? Porter checks it over.
Service on
And we've
11.
watched HC bet every single time. So he has to, he's going to, and Porter's going to check raise this.
380.
That's 380.
You have his
Ash
range
does have an inside
crushed.
straight draw.
I wouldn't put Esh on like a 7-8 with that 3-bet, but
Here comes the
Here
check
comes-
raise to
Boop.
1,000.
Boop.
Now Porter can safely go bet and get his entire stack in by river.
Gus the Nut says there's never a hot commentator on here ever, and you're hot. What do you mean never? It's not my first time here.
I commentate all the time.
You're a pretty girl.
Thank you. Ash lets it go.
No, we're calling for a 6 on the turn.
Oh, the shadow's brutal.
I really want this to be over so I can play some 08. I'm cereal. I'm cereal.
Ghost of M, thank you.
Ghost of M, if you send Jake a dick pic, he'll really love you. Melkor 344434. What's up? Welcome to the chat. Nice to see you. Phil Hoarders Jr. I do get some attention from male horse on Twitter and on Snapchat. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
And now it's on with the aces. Brian opens to 75. Porter, who had limped for 20 with the 8s, now 3-bet to 235 from Ozzy. And Brian, who's been running pretty bad tonight, might not be in much in the mood to fold.
Well, not really.
Makes a call. Puts 515 in the pot. Ozzy's out of position.
Don't look at this one.
8-7-3, and Porter would have flopped top set.
Ozzy continues.
It's
Bet it.
300.
Brian calls. Quick call.
Good sizing by Ozzy.
4 on the turn.
Gives an inside straight draw to Brian. It's not a bad call for Brian. I mean, Ozzy can definitely solve like ace king, ace queen. Some even offsuit Broadway hands in 3-betting range out of the blinds there versus Brian's open and late position on the button. I mean, he definitely has worse hands than pairs. Now if he bets twice though, Brian's got to figure him for an overpair. I don't think Brian, or I don't think he would double barrel this board with ace king, ace queen, king queen, hands like that. That might 3-bet. Oh, an open.
Wow. What is Brian
That's
thinking?
640. Brian's thinking I'm stuck and I have outs. That's what Brian is thinking.
Let's not put Ozzy on a range. 7. Now, this pairs the board. Does this slow Ozzy down at all?
Diamonds miss. Ozzy might check, letting Brian try to bluff maybe and check call. Or he figures if Brian has an overpair, he might not fold. Brian can still have 9s plus here. It would make total sense for Brian to open a pot, call a 3-bet, and then call. Ozzy is going to bet 12 or 1,300.
2.4 in the pot. Ozzy's betting 13, just under 13.
1280 it looks like.
And Brian's thinking, Ozzy could do this with an ace king, ace queen, ace jack kind of hand.
I don't think Ozzy can. I don't think Ozzy double barrels the turn with those hands.
Really?
No, because anything Brian's calling with isn't folding. Anything Brian's calling flop with, I don't think is folding turn. So if we're betting turn, we're betting for value.
And he
Wow.
calls! Wow, Ozzy got paid on that hand. That's sickness. That means he did put him on an ace high. Or a king high, king queen.
Good 3-bet.
I mean, the only double hands Ozzy double barrels is ace king, ace queen, diamonds. Or king queen of diamonds.
If he misses there on the river, what does he have to do? He can't check back ace king diamond.
No, we definitely can't check it because then we're blocking bluffs, so we can't be checking those hands. And we can be checking those hands expecting when we can check and give up, but we can't be checking those hands expecting that we can show down.
Ozzy's gonna be shocked when he sees the stream and he sees the hand.
Right now, he's got to assume that Brian had 9s plus. Obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not worried about anything.
Poker's
You're
fun.
only worried about
Ladies and gentlemen, our 5, 10, 10, 20 game we start on the first Wednesday of every month. You want to get on the list?
Suited Aces says, I feel like this is the first big pot I've ever seen a Zon win on the stream.
I think
Probably right.
the deck was a little bit.
Vocal Terror, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Vocal Terror streams also, and he's my Twitter BFF. Well, I wouldn't say BFF, but BF.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting. I'm telling you, he basically had a bluff catcher.
And we beat ace, the big diamonds. Ace, king, ace, queen of diamonds, king, queen of diamonds. I mean, because Ozzy can still have other hands, ace, king, ace, queen, opening that can 3-bet Brian's open. Brian opens the button, can open the button super wide. So our 3-betting range
That's
out of
what
the
I'm
blinds
saying,
can be a
yeah.
lot. We can have a lot of hands there. But the only hands that Ozzy is going to double barrel are going to be big diamonds.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
I'm,
And he still has all the overpairs in his range too. I just don't think he has enough. I mean, look at the number of combinations of
so there's another
10s
variable
plus.
involved. There's another variable involved. Is the history between them? Has Ozzy ever done that to him? With an ace king?
Ozzy's
ace
done a
queen
lot of
diamonds?
things to a lot of people. Some
Yeah,
consensual,
so-
some not.
That's
I mean,
what I'm saying. Queen 10-9, 2
I
hearts.
think everybody feels that way when you see a flop like that.
House DJ Cabra says, I enjoy Veronica's church sign finds on Twitter. The devil's corn and the devil's cob in my pie hole, that was the best.
Bo Ritchie makes a very good point here. Calling is the worst option. Either fold or go all in. If you can jam there, you might get your opponent to fold some overpairs.
Yeah, with the board pairing there. And,
I do agree there.
yeah.
Callings are the worst of our options. Either fold or stuff it.
Calling's the only thing you're doing if you're catching a bluff, and he thinks he thought he was catching a bluff.
And if we're catching a bluff, we're running zero risk by jamming.
Yes.
And if our opponent, if we're beat and we're wrong, there's a chance that our opponent can fold. How much further back was Brian? How much money does he have behind him right now?
He's got
Over
1,500, yeah.
So that's a problem with only 14. It's basically a click back shove. It's like, I mean, so when Ozzy bets 1280 and he's only got, if it will only be another 1,400 to call, there's so much money in the pot by then. Do we have enough to have him fold equity?
Right. Yeah.
And that might have taken that option away from him. Now, as it is, jamming what seems like no fold equity looks super, super strong, right? I mean, if you bet, 400 and your opponent shoves for 600, only 200 more to call, is he ever really bluffing? Like next to never, right? So if we bet 14 and our what?
If you eat the devil's corn, you end up with this cob in your mouth. You end up choking on this cob.
And this is what I deal with. No, fold equity. Eating devil's corn. Blah, 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 blah,
Choke
blah,
on
blah.
his cob. Oh God. There's only so much I can talk about Brian trying to catch Ozzy's bluff. That's obvious what happened.
But we're talking about like whether or not the shove is better, and whether or not it's
Yes,
even,
I think the
whether,
shove
but
obviously
whether
is
or not
better.
That's even an option with how
If
much,
you're-
whether or not that's even an option with how much he had
So
behind.
listen, a shove obviously is better because number one, you're gonna either way,
We-
if you're catching the bluff, you're gonna win either way.
We
And
know
number
why.
two, if you're gonna get a pair to fold because the board is paired.
The question is that an option with his stack size? We know that the shoving's better.
I don't think so. I don't think Ozzy's
Okay, so
folding
then-
there.
so then it's-
unless Ozzy's got a potential for a bluff, which is small.
Yeah.
He's not. I think with his stack size, I think it was a good call. Okay? Yeah?
No,
You think he shoves with the stack size?
I think we
It's like
just.
a click
I think
back,
we,
it's just-
no, I think we just fold. I'm saying because we don't have enough. Because we don't have enough to ever. Because
Do you fold if you think that you're catching a bluff? Do you fold it?
Well, it's because sometimes
That's his read.
when we're doing that there, we're also sometimes trying to get overpairs, to fold. So we don't ever have enough to do that. I said if we're bluff catching and we shove, we already talked about this. That's when we know that we're not running any risk. We're not trying to get called. But we're also sometimes when we're doing that, we're also hoping that overpairs fold. If we don't have enough to get overpairs to fold, and we don't have enough that play that is not profitable long term to do. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Long.
I'm just saying
yeah,
his
so
read
which
at
is why
that
we just-
point, he
which is why
thought
we
he
just
was catching
fold.
a bluff.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
why he
well,
thinks
yeah,
just calls it.
obviously.
Monster Hands, what's up? Nice to see you. You know what they say about big hands.
Long term, if we don't have enough to ever make overpairs fold, and that play is just not working for us.
Slots Pro, Veronica, what's your drink of choice when you play? Just wine. Just a little bit of wine. I'm not drinking as much these days. I got stuff to do.
Brian lost another one. Did we miss something? Were we talking through that?
But we've also seen Brian run over tables, like you read about.
Yeah, I've been at some of those tables.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Linda, listen, it's not that big of a deal. Brian's fine. Monster Hands. Hashtag Kappa.
Yeah. I was gonna say when she brings it back, just say get it.
What's Vocal Terror doing?
That is one of my second hand.
Cornbread makes it 60 to go with the king 10 off. Brian's gonna make the call with the 8-6 off.
My brain is like
Hey, Tom, let me know. Do you ever go out and practice?
I know. Is it almost time for poker?
Almost.
20 more minutes.
Just a little while longer and the wicked will be no more. Jack 5-5.
I'm probably I shoot way better than
If you're gonna have a name like Cornbread, you need a picture that's reflecting of the name. I'm not saying a piece of cornbread, but some sort of kind of corny, weird picture. Show your personality.
pretty consistent ball strike.
I'll take that
You
one.
can't have a name like Cornbread and be dressed up in your three-piece suit and lawyer all day long.
No.
You're a drug dealer if your name is Cornbread.
Go down after it. Kind of more I kind of
I'm sorry, Cornbread. I'm just kidding. Monster Hand says, bro, what's the deal with Corn and Veronica today? You obviously don't follow me on Twitter. You obviously don't follow me on Twitter because I can take the god out of any tweet.
You're not crisp. Make crisp probably. It could be
Harlan
very
is reaching
simple.
for
It's
chips
like-
and he's just calling. What happened to the Harlan we love and adore?
I
Harlan and
think it's his
Brian.
blind.
Harlan and Brian used to just play
Pretty
without
sure it's
looking at their hands.
it's his blind.
The other thing too
Sucks.
is I've done a lot of rehab on my knees now, but I'm so cemented in my swing. I haven't
Monster Hand says Veronica hijacked a corn truck today in Turlock.
I wouldn't really recommend
Yeah.
changing your swing. I think you can get a lot of benefit out of getting a better
double
setup.
Porter has run up his $800 stack to a little over $3K now. Good games.
He's wearing his lucky shirt. What can I say?
4.3K officially. I think that's a little ambitious.
Yeah, dude, that's my dad.
I like how talking at this table is like a 10-20 game.
I don't know anyone that likes golf more than him, but he's been
Fun
shaking
10-20 game. Porter's actually a really fun guy to have at your table.
Absolutely.
Porter, Brian, Harlan, those are the guys that can play anything. They just love the game.
Golf interest is so big. A lot of people like that. They just buy more
It
equipment.
frustrates me too, dude. Like,
You know that Veronica Inference is good when I have guys come up to me saying, I'll raise every hand if you let me play.
He's been playing for a long time.
AKA Zach from SAC.
It frustrates me.
My bae.
Imagine how he feels.
Yeah.
Ozzy, ace queen, reaching for chips, raises to 60.
Anywhere near perfect, but I was like, if you'd be happy if you shot what I did every round. He can't stick with one.
Matt's going to defend the blind with the 8-7 suited.
6, 7, 10.
Flops the best of it. Inside straight draw, pair, backdoor flush draw.
My mom gives him some.
Not the best board for Zahn. Probably see him check back. He does. 3 comes off. Matt reaches for chips and Ozzy beats him to the muck.
He doesn't buy like weird training aids or anything.
Standard. Standard.
Always. The thing is too, like, he doesn't
Pretty terrible board versus the big blind defense range beast queen.
really hard. It's worse to get.
I feel like Cornbread's checked out.
No one's gonna
Watching the stream.
You know, unless you're like at a club clinic where like a lot of the guys.
Or taking a dick pic. Hey, Cornbread, what's up? Snap me. I'm joking. I'm joking, everybody. Do not snap
I
them
don't
to
want to hear
me.
you complain about
I'm
anything.
a nurse. I'm a nurse. If you think I
wanna
haven't
hear
seen
you
it all,
complain about
I've
anything
seen it
later.
all. I've seen the buttons.
Oh my god, someone showed me this and someone
seen-
sent me that.
Men that had buttons. Okay, I've seen it all. I don't want to. I don't want to see anymore. Don't snap me your stuff. Your junk. Monster Hen says you haven't seen mine. Whatever you've got, I've seen something that looks like it.
Anthony opens up to 60 with the ace queen suited. Porter makes a call with the 9-10 suited.
Vocal chair says, does this look contagious?
Then what happens is he's not like
Deuce
in the
4,
range.
10, 2 spades.
Ash called as well. Ash is
Every now and
open-ended.
then he hits it close. He's like
Inside straight shot from Matt, the mortgage guy.
He's like free play.
Cornbread
Top
came along.
pair.
Not used to
Hasn't been there enough.
the territory.
Yeah.
Checks to Porter.
I mean, you're not gonna have.
He bets 175.
Short iron.
And here comes Ash. Makes a call.
It'd be tough to score hitting like a 5 iron or whatever in every time.
I can't live anymore. Queen on the turn.
So hard to stick the ball on the green. Like,
And there we are.
I made a lot of
Across to the 5K mark of followers.
but that's yeah.
Used to be like my favorite
A
club.
lot.
Check, check, turn.
Play in like
River's the 8. Porter still got the best of it. He's not going to bet his pair of 10s here. I don't know what I thought about checking over that spades bluff.
Where I have to pay taxes on it.
Mr. Camelcheck says that she is an RN.
Nice.
He, Mr. Camelcheck.
So you've seen it all. I'm not even going to tell stories. I've been told not to tell any nursing stories. Back in the day. Back in the day when I used to work in the hospital.
Jake and B, do you guys have a DJ stripper voice like Jake? DJ stripper voice. Oh,
Put in all that hard. I don't know. Just give up.
the DJ stripper voice. You ever go to a strip club and like the DJs they got the same voice? Like,
I've never been to a strip club.
yeah,
Except for all the time.
Sprinkles, you're up in 5.
Sprinkles.
Yeah. Put your hands together for cinnamon. It's like some
Vanilla Thunder. Here
No,
she
it's
comes.
Never Vanilla Thunder. It's never Vanilla Thunder. It's never.
Vanilla Thunder makes the
never
most
that.
tips. Azan raises to 60. Esh calls. And Matt looks like he's also coming along for this ride.
I understand that time my buddy dragged me out to the strip club, and it's like a Tuesday night. It's dead. It's like raining. and we're like the only
all the
people
strippers were
in there.
pregnant.
And they'd send like one of the bouncers on like a Taco Bell run.
Brian 3-bets.
It was terrible.
It wasn't like a runny eggs buffet, right?
No, but there's I mean, the DJ's like, ladies, your Taco Bell has arrived.
Oh,
and all these
shut
guys come, like, I swear to
up.
God. And he's like, all these girls come like running out from like
Why
from
am
the
I
changing
just
room.
hearing this now?
And they're like click clack, click clack, click clack, because they're like trying to like walk in platform heels.
Why?
Girls like putting away Taco Bell and trying to come sit on your lap. It was not happening. It was just
Can
like,
you do the strippers running around in their heels?
no.
Click, clack, click, clack, click, clack.
So
Ozzy is reaching for chips for a call.
3-bet to 250 from Brian with the ace queen of hearts. Ozzy calls.
Why not? You know?
Ash
And-
says 9-7. Why not?
Kick rocks. I'm in this hand too. And Matt calls
Sweet
4-way.
And there's an 8. It's an 8 high flop.
Oh,
Happy birthday
day
to
to
Ozzy.
Ozzy.
And Ash is open ended. Yes. Blood.
Oh, finally, something to bring our friendship back together. Brian begrudgingly checks. Ozzy now sitting here with the top set. 1K in the pot already.
We got to bet, but we can't bet too much. We can get value from spades. But Brian, would Brian be checking over pairs? No.
Second call for lead, 1-2. Lead, 1-2, second call.
Ash is probably going to jam. Ash only got 1,700 here.
590 is the bet from Ozzy. Ash is like, what just
Oh, Ash
happened?
has got more. Okay, Ash got 17. He might just call.
But how much does he have behind if he just calls? It's not even a click back. Yeah, all in,
There's the
all
all-in.
in.
There we go.
Ozzy's gonna clean house tonight. That's all I'm saying.
Mind if you still got a fade, a 10 or a 5.
Quick call.
There's the yes.
I wouldn't have showed cards before I asked running it once or twice. You know what I mean?
3 times. 3 runs at it. 3 turns, 3 rivers. And that's 1 for Ash. Ozzy can still pair the board. He does. Ozzy takes the first one. Boat. And that really hurts Ash because now he's got less ways to take the board 2 and 3. Back to the table. Ozzy takes the second board.
Last call for lead, 1-2. Last
One more
call for
chance for Ash to get a third of his money back.
No.
Ozzy wins all 3 boards. Ash made 1 straight
And the board
in
pair.
6 cards, and Ozzy paired the board on the 1 board he had a chance to do it at. Scoop it with top set for Azan. And sometimes poker just goes right. We've all been there where it goes wrong. God knows Ozzy has. I'm sure Ash has as well.
And he's going to be turning down the volume when he watches this hand over again.
Chips on 11, please.
So he doesn't have to hear the stripper commentary. Click, clack, click, clack.
It really happened though. It's so horrible. Someone named Cinnamon putting down a double-decker taco and come try to sit on your lap, and he's just like, why is this happening? Why am I here right
There's a
now?
woman at work, I swear to God, she eats Taco Bell for dinner every night because the next day when she goes to the bathroom.
Come on, V. Come on.
I snap about it. It's horrible.
We don't need to talk about it on the show.
Snail Waddle says, see, I knew it was Azan's night tonight.
This is why they have online poker.
Brian's got the front right there. So he could have read
Time to get some more of those honey chips, Ozzy.
Monster says, I don't know why, I don't know about the jam on the flop with the straight draw. I mean, let me play devil's advocate. If Azan has a hand like ace-8 even, it's not an easy call. If he has a hand like 8-9, 10-8, he'll probably fold.
King 9 deuce on the flop. Cornbread flop top pair.
Yeah, first run, bigger ultra was full house. Boat over full house.
Cornbread bets 80. Brian calls.
there's arguments to be made there, yeah, for sure.
Brian's a professional floater.
I mean, the other night when Bill was winning.
Now Cornbread bets out on the turn. Ace came. Brian's gonna let
Interesting.
He was hitting everything. 6-4, 3-5, playing every hand.
Poker is full of colorful stories. That's much true. I mean, if you get it at the right table, you know, a talkative group like this one, you can really find out just how terrible and wonderful people are. A lot of stories told around the poker table. Some of them true. Some of them we wish weren't true, but are. Mr. Camotech.
Good night,
Thanks for
Jake.
streaming with
Got a
us.
12-hour shift later. Yeah, Nurse Life. Male nurse. Enjoy that. I don't do 12-hour shifts anymore. That's for the... I was going to say for the birds, but I can't do it anymore. I can't live that life.
Yeah. That was try that anymore.
That was something.
Call the master. What's up, Frank? Text me.
He had to put you on it.
The
Maybe
best.
he just fell in love with his hand, or he had to put you on exactly the hand you had. Yeah, put you on exactly the hand you had. That was just so weird. Yeah, 10, 6 kids.
Ooh, when I went to the bathroom, I forgot to put my name on the houseman, the boss, is coming over. Aaron, can you put me on the 08 game, please? Oh, please, I'll be there in 10 minutes. Thank you.
That was after the stream.
Oh, that's
I made
right.
it,
That's right, you
I
got
made it
Jack.
863.
Yeah.
The win call was 5-7.
Space Cats feel like playing
You
08.
and Nat. You just the two guys.
Canadian Shooter says 12 hours American equals 8 hours Canadian. Nope.
Enough poker talk.
Chip Leader wants me to commentate a hand in a DJ stripper voice for us, please. No. I can do it in Polish voice. You can pretend
I try to go like half speed.
it's stripper voice, but no.
I don't think it's you guys. It's happened like the last few times.
Monster Hands. One thing I'd like to hear from Veronica. I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Girl?
A Thingy Y says, are you guys like live at the bike?
Hard to gauge what how you got your hand.
Except you can see us.
Go for one, go.
Harlan raises to 60. Ace 9.
Yes, I did.
Matt makes a call to King Queen off.
Is that what you just got?
Porter in the third blind with the 5 deuce suited.
I just had that.
I have been known to defend with hands worse than said 5 deuce suited.
Oh, Brussels sprouts. It is you.
Gonna make the call. 3-way action of flop.
Yeah.
And away we go. Top for Harlan.
379. Not much for anyone else. Porter checks. Seems like he's kind of checked out of his hand.
Bet 175.
Everybody folds.
Harlan shows the ace. Yeah, whatever. If the pot was more interesting,
Phil Rhodes Jr. says Stones might be the nicest room in the state, comparing to the bike, in my opinion. I think Stones is the nicest card room in the state, actually. And the good thing about it is that we're actually not a casino. So we have no smoking, no slots. We have a dark side, but it's all cards and an awesome restaurant. What I found weird in LA was like people going around with like coffee carts.
oh yeah.
Like here, it's like, oh, can I get a proper latte with an espresso, you know, from a proper espresso machine and a proper restaurant?
Chip Leader 2044, Veronica can be found wailing at every game from 4-8 Omaha all the way up to her own 1-3 game that plays like a 5-10. And she's been known from time to time to play 5-10 herself in her old stomping grounds of Las Vegas.
Old. When 510 was easy. No, Bellagio 510's capped at 15, so I mean.
Matt the Mortgage Guy makes it 60 to go with the ace queen. Zon puts in the 3-bet to 230 with ace king.
He ordered the chicken salad. He ordered the steak. That's right. Last time he ordered a steak, and it was like, wow.
And Zon is raking pots. The Zon's like
Weird.
trying to make up for all of his like run bad card dead in like one night,
Yeah.
and his entire history of like live stream poker.
¿Qué pasó? Uh-oh. Don't do it.
Peter wants to go do a line of run good.
That's called ranch dressing. On his salad.
Plan for hotel card keys. It happens. Tasquatch looking forward to the Vloggers game. It's always good when you have Mr. Bart Hansen in town.
Oh man, it's gonna be so good.
Yeah, the bars are always hopping on his visits.
You know, Uber doesn't make much money because he ends up walking home.
Tasquatch, that would be Bart Hansen and Veronica Brill here will be commentating the Vloggers game. I believe it will be playing 5-10 if I'm not mistaken. I would not be surprised to see straddles, bomb pots, other shenanigans.
It's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna love every moment of it.
And the flop comes Ace King 8-2 hearts inside straight draw for Anthony. Quarter bricks off here. Anthony's gonna fire out and take it down. I'm not playing the main event. I have never played the main event. I am still trying to somehow alleviate that lack of main event in my life.
Thanks for the coffee.
You don't tell me what to do, Bob. We're on the last hand of the night, ladies and gentlemen.
Does it get a piece when I lose too?
Behold, the chip stack of Azan. I had to. I've never done it for Azan. Ozzy's raising with an ace-10 in the cutoff. Please someone call. Let's make this last hand worthwhile.
Sean McCormick tuned in just in time.
Sean McCormick, what's up? 599 on the flop. 2 clubs. Nothing for nobody. Ozzy still ahead with ace high. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Harlan's got a 5. Forgot who's in the hand.
Ozzy is gonna bet this. Don't know if you're expecting many folds out of many pairs. Maybe Ozzy thinking about checking back here. Harlan's gonna fold. Where is this Harlan?
I don't understand. Like, what are the odds that Ozzy's got a 9?
I gotta feel like Harlan, like the only way I can justify some of the things Harlan said tonight is he must have like some sort of side bet where he's like, oh, if I run it up over like 6K by the time or whatever, however much he has, by the time the stream's over, then he wins some like bigger bet.
What happened was halfway through the stream, he like donated his will to live to somebody else.
I guess. I don't know. Not the Harlan I know and love, but you know what it is. Harlan, he crushed it though tonight again. I mean,
Standard.
Azan ran real good in the biggest spots. Brian caught the short of it this time. But
It happens.
poker's a mess. Tune in Monday, and we're back to 5-5. It might be 1-3, 1-3, 5-5. I don't know. Monday we're streaming poker.
Monday's typically 5-5.
We do have our Vloggers game coming up. That'll be big.
Super exciting.
If you guys all have some DJing problems and you come down here and play Limit Hold'em for a chance to win $1 million because reasons. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
Tune in on Monday. See you then.
Okay.